BBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
Is that how we usually have the emails set up? Like that? Is it?
Yeah, that's how we've always done it.
Is it always been like that?
Yeah.
Not been like that for the last 3 weeks.
Well, there's an old regime back in town.
There's an old regime back in town. We're like, anyway, Agent Chris is back, and there's something missing from there. Oh, I can see what it is.
What is it? Oh, yeah. Well, you're not going to put it back up?
No, let the new boss do it. Right! So, Agent Chris is back in town, and Chris, let's just say we've got, one or two oh, have you got a pen I can borrow?
Oh.
It's all very echoey, isn't it?
It's Andy.
Oh. Da-da-da-da. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Da-da-da. I've got an empty bag, which is nice. I'll put my bag in the washing machine. Put this in the washing machine, and I've cleared out all the rubbish. Good lad.
It's a bit faded now.
It is faded now. I don't like that bag. So it's very echoey, isn't it? Da-da-da. Dum-dum-dum-da-lum. Let's just... hang on, I've just got to do this. No, I haven't had time to check it out yet.
What?
The Yellow Magic Orchestra. Yeah, I've been busy all day.
Yeah.
So I've not had a chance to look at it.
I'm going to ask that.
Oh, OK. Sorry, I have to apologise. Oh, well, line 5, you're on the wireless.
Right, yeah, where's yesterday's podcast?
Hang on a second. Just say that again.
Where's yesterday's podcast?
Chris, guess how old this guy is?
Oh, no, not this again.
41?
Tell him.
I'm 17.
He's 17, ladies and gentlemen. He's 17. Look who's on line 6. It's everyone's coming back. Where is yesterday's podcast, Chris? Even though you weren't here, you muppet. You've been in this afternoon. Why isn't it up? Because it was the best Triple M we've done in months.
Oh, I'll sort it.
I've got to say, it was the best Triple M for such a long time.
Actually, well...
What?
Except for that Mona woman. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's what made it so good, was Frank Sidebottom, Paul and Mona.
Frank Sidebottom, yes, but I don't know, Mona. Because then she just makes it serious. We don't want serious.
Oh, but I do like...
We've got a whole week ahead of us being serious.
Did you not like Paul, though, phoning in, who didn't know what the word empathise meant?
Well, he was a muppet, so that was kind of funny.
He was good. I like Mona, though, because she phones in. She pretends she hasn't phoned in before sometimes. She didn't last night. She has a go at me. What time are you off? As she always asks. And then she puts the phone down and then takes the phone off the hook so we cannot call her back.
That's a muppet thing to do as well.
That's a muppet thing to do, isn't it?
Anyway, I actually sent you an email with some Yellow Magic Orchestra on it today.
Yes, on the Shindiggery email.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I shall. I've looked at it, but I've not had a chance to listen.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, we'll take those enough. I've got to go because it's line 6, ladies and gentlemen. It's a blast from the past. It's worth it.
Hello.
Hello, line 6.
Hello, Ian. Dion.
Is that, ladies and gentlemen, is that Dion?
Yeah, the real Dion. I've been away since the end of June.
And can I ask what you've been doing since the end of June?
I've been to the Balkans.
So you've not dried up. You've been on a mission.
Yeah.
You've been on a mission. Okay.
Can I turn the radio off?
Yes, please.
Okay, turn it next to me.
That's sad. I thought he'd come back well.
Yeah, I talked to one of your.
Yes, he's not coming.
Yeah,
well.
there we go.
Yes.
Nice and quiet.
Lovely, good lad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Missed you, mate. Missed you.
Yeah, I did listen to you though.
It's odd that you've been away the same time that Agent Chris has been away.
I never took him with me.
But did he take you?
No, not at all.
Not even a little bit?
I mean, this is straight to air now, isn't it?
This is straight to air.
Well, I'll do. I'll find out later.
All right, good lad.
But
yeah. 0870 9090 973. Everyone's coming back. It's today's show. This week is going to be a whole week of celebration. First of all, Agent Chris is back and got some surprises planned for you.
Really?
Yeah. Also, it's correspondent week. So, people can phone up and be correspondents. We'll do that after 7:30. For the meantime, let the fun continue. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. I
I was watching Satellite while I was waiting for you to come on, because I listened to your programme on Satellite, right?
Yes, yes.
And I was tuning around, and I come across MacGyver. Have you ever seen it?
Is he the detective with a cowboy hat?
No, that's MacLeod.
Oh, okay. MacGyver, I'm aware of MacGyver. I know the name.
he's Richard Dean Anderson, the guy that played in Stargate SG-1, that one.
Okay, yeah.
Right. I have just watched such a blatant rip-off. Never in all my life have I seen anything like this. About two-thirds of the programme was lifted straight from the Italian Job.
Oh, you're joking, really?
One of the most famous car chases or car scenes in cinema history.
Yeah.
And they've literally taken it, footage for footage, and just dubbed MacGyver's voice over the drivers.
What, is it, the Mini's driving around Italy?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's on again tonight at 8 o'clock on FX Plus 2.
Oh, well, I want someone to phone up and describe the action live as it happens.
Excellent, and it's repeated again tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, you're doing your best to get me to watch it, aren't you?
Oh, I really am,
Yes.
because you really need to. It is such a rip-off. It's brilliant.
All right, I should check it out. Thank you for that.
Okay, cheers.
Good lad, there we go. If anyone can watch MacGyver at 8 o'clock and give us a call and let us know how much of a rip-off it is. 3, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, Ian. And welcome back, Chris.
It's James Max.
For a mash-up. The monk is mashed with the girls allowed.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Super.
Girls Allowed versus the Monkeys.
Win your pants.
I used to have this.
The mushy peas.
This is brilliant, this song. Have I still got this? I used to have this. I don't think I have it anymore. Oh, have I got... Oh, I haven't got it. No, I haven't got it. Let's wait for the Girls Allowed to come in, because it's brilliant. You can't really hear it on here, of course, but... Oh, dear, oh, dear. Actually, I can't bother to wait. So, oh, look, MacGyver, that Lino's emailed in about MacGyver. Shown on that great Channel FX. Yes, they did. They stole all of the chase footage. Well, there we go. That's exciting. 5, you're on the wireless.
That great Channel FX. Ian, hello.
Yes?
I'm very, very worried about your mum. I've been losing sleep over her. I'm very worried.
About my mum?
Yep.
Why is that?
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Because you swore on your mother's life that you'd play a CD and you haven't.
Oh,
I'm very worried about her.
Well, what CD is it?
It was a CD that I sent you, and I sent it to you again about 6 months ago, and you...
Okay, well, what CD?
Flatly denied. It's a band called Papa Shango.
I only got it today.
But I'm worried about your mum, Ian.
I've not played it yet.
I've been losing sleep.
Don't you worry. I only got it today.
Okay.
So it will get played. I tell you what, it'll get played.
Right.
Later on. Has it got any swears on it?
No, but it's got like rude sex noises.
Okay, well then it will get played tomorrow when I've had a chance to listen to it. Then.
That sounds fantastic.
Thank you very much. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Why did they do it, Dylan?
It's a question to my nephew there. That's a bit spooky. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
G'day, this is Wally Dingo with Aussie Rules Roundup. The weekend winners were Adelaide,
Nothing changes,
Kilda,
Chris. Nothing changes.
West Coast, Port Adelaide, Geelong, Sydney, the Kangaroos and Melbourne. Next week is the qualifying finals. Till then, it's good news I hear. Bob Downs coming to town.
Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo.
Thank you. Let's try some of these. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, I've just seen a supermarket articulated lorry on the motorway, and on the back it says, "My wife loves a big one." Now, Ian, what does that mean? A big what?
I don't know. It's, it could be a penis.
Well done, you.
Thank you. Let's try line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello, sir. Would you like lamb or shish?
Do you know what? I'm fine for Donna, thank you.
Okay, salad chili sauce, sir?
No, I'm fine, thank you very much. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Big up the fish finger massive and brewing, old Larry. You better hush your mouth.
Okay. 8, you're on the wireless.
Wally Dingo, you're a great big galah.
Well, that's a little bit rude. And line 3, you're on the wireless.
Sheep, hello, hooray.
He's saying sheet, don't worry. We all had that first reaction the first time. He's actually saying sheet. 4, you're on the wireless. Bottle it. Let's try one more before the...
And we all had that.
Hello, line 1.
Oh, mate.
Hello?
Alright.
Yeah?
You still got that Xbox 360?
Yes?
Is it any good?
It's very good, yes.
Oh, I reckon the PS3.
Well, thanks for... Yeah. Well, I'm going to cut you off now.
No.
Yes, I am going to do that. It's the travel news with Alan Joyce.
Thank you very much. And of course, the tube strike, very much the focus of our attention. 9 of the 12 tube lines are completely suspended, leaving just 3 running to this evening. Those are the Piccadilly, Jubilee and Northern lines. And that's the way it could stay until Thursday evening. The tube strike due to finish at 6 o'clock on Thursday. No service then on the Bakerloo, Central, Circle, District, Hammersmith and City, Metropolitan, Victoria, East London and Waterloo and City lines. The Piccadilly line is running, but with severe delays at the moment. It won't be running, though, between Rayners Lane and Uxbridge. Further details on that can be found on our website, lbc.co.uk, and go to the Advanced Travel Planner section. On the roads just now, the North Circular Road in Barking is still closed northbound just by the A13 following an accident. Southbound's now reopened, but there are still big delays in both directions. Southbound especially slow from the M11. Harrow Road in Wembley is closed both ways at Wembley Hill Road because of an accident near to the stadium. And there are still big delays around Hyde Park Corner following an accident earlier, which is also affecting Grosvenor Place around Victoria as well. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update's in 15 minutes.
What would you like to learn if only you had the time? Are you curious about how to manage your money properly? Do you know the best way to learn a language? Or do you fancy tips on making even better conversation? If so, then you need our brand new service, LBC Learning. Pick up helpful hints and download courses which you can listen to anywhere and at any time.
This is the course for you, whether you want to learn French, German...
Conversation is the most intimate form of contact after sex.
Log on to lbc.co.uk/learning. LBC Learning. LBC Learning. Learn something new today.
Call that a good result? You just surrendered, you useless shower! How many times have I told you lot, when you're thinking of offloading an endowment policy, pass it straight to AAP instead of surrendering?
You know, we just surrendered, boss.
Smithy, Chopper, Jezza! All you had to do for a shed load more dosh was call AAP! I told you I played a bigger percentage game, didn't I?
Yes, boss.
Well, you can kiss goodbye to the villa and the flash new motor now, can't ya?
If you're thinking of surrendering an endowment policy, you could score more by selling through AAP. Call our winning team on 0845 073 1960. That's 0845 073 1960.
If you want to spend more time working out of the office, or from the comfort of your own home like James O'Brien does, then go to mypc.co.uk could make your life a whole lot easier, as it means you can take your office with you wherever you go. And if you log on to lbc.co.uk right now, you can watch James' online video demo recorded at his house and get yourself a free trial of GoToMyPC. James O'Brien, Tuesday mornings from 10, working at home with GoToMyPC.co.uk. LBC 97.3. LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870 90 90 973.
What we need to do, Chris, is I think after 7:30, it's correspondent week, so people can phone in with the correspondent stuff.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Chris is my usual producer. He's been away for 6 years. I think what we need to do is get people to phone in with a recap of what's happened the last 3 weeks you've not been here, because there have been 1 or 2 significant changes.
What?
Yeah.
You're supposed to run those by me.
Well, you weren't here.
Right.
And I ran them past Helen, and she poo-pooed some of them, but I overruled her.
So what's the point in running them by her?
It's a dictatorship now, my friend, and I'm Saddam Hussein. So, after 7:30, we'll get people to phone in with what's happened, because some of them I don't actually want to tell you myself. Let's try this one. Line... Oh, what have I done here? Hang on. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Emmett Bay. Hey. Ready. Oh. My name is Bond. James Bond. Now. My name is Yasha. Oh. Illy. Ow.
digging for Northern Cyprus. Ow! Ow! Now! Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Hit me!
Piccadilly, Carnaby Street, swinging London, Marble Arch to Regent Street, swinging London, Hyde Park Corner, Leicester Square, swinging London, everywhere it's in the air, swinging London,
Stephen in the background.
Street, swinging London, Chelsea Strand and Baker Street, swinging London, Charing Cross to Trafalgar Square, swinging London, everywhere it's in the
Years.
swinging
I went to the
London,
dentist today.
swinging
The
London.
dentist put a needle in his mouth. He looked me in the eye and he said, small prick.
I couldn't hear a word that man was saying. It was probably a good thing.
Hello?
Years.
I want to know what that song's called, the Swinging London thing.
Correct.
Swinging London, swinging London, let's walk in policy. Emma Smith from ITV, Tom Burdick from BBC. Going down and out, day and night long. Swinging London, swinging London.
On medium wave, oh James Well. Paul Ross referred to Venezuela in his Eastern European news hour. Now, isn't that called inefficiency?
Reproduction, soul and blues. Swinging London, revolution underground.
Hello?
Years.
I was walking with my girlfriend down the street the other day, and she wouldn't let me take her up the Brown Alley.
Mary Quants, swinging London, discotheques and restaurants. Swinging London, striptease joints, casino pubs. Swinging London, bingo halls and playboy clubs.
Good evening. Ask Anthony here. We're going to have an Ask Anthony tonight. About Skyville. Got any questions? Ask Anthony. Hello.co.uk. Thank you very much. On the wires.net as well.
Swinging London, ding dong, ding dong, dong, ding ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, dong.
Hello?
Yes, what can I do for you?
You didn't answer me. I said I wanted to know what the Swinging London song was called.
Correct. 0870 90 90 973 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Call's going straight to air to 7:30. 5, you're on the wireless.
You're the daddy, too, right now.
Thank you. Some people have found out a brilliant trick, so we have to be careful of this, and you have to be careful when you answer the phone, Chris.
Yes.
Brilliant trick that was discovered last night is where a number can come up on this screen. It happened loads last night, so just be aware. And I answer it, and the phone's ringing, and it's me calling someone else. Now, I don't know how they do it, but so last night it happened, and I ended up talking to the switchboard operator at Key 103 in Manchester.
Oh, they're good, they are?
Yeah, they're very good. She's a very nice lady. Very polite. But they've been doing it to a lot of... So if you see an unusual area or somewhere around the world, just be careful that it will... if it rings, just put the phone...
They're redirecting the number.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. It's a stroke of genius, but just be warned, that's what they're doing. 5, you're on the wireless.
What's the name of that song called Swinging London?
You're correct. Let's go to line 8, you're on the wireless.
I can really empathise with that.
We had a big row last night about the definition of empathy. Guy Paul, try and get it on Cream if you can, because it was so funny. This guy called Paul was talking about empathy. And I was going, well, what does it mean? He goes, OK, well, I empathise with you. I said, well, no, that's not a definition. You're just saying the word slowly. It was classic radio. Line 8, you're on the wireless. Oh, no, hang on. Shut up. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello there, boss. You've got your own theme tune.
Oh, you're doing it. You're doing it.
You know I'm doing it.
Oh, it's going to work. I've had an idea for tonight's show.
Oh, yeah?
Stolen it off of an old podcast, to be honest, but because Creature's been away, why don't, when the callers ring up, they have to rate your performance out of 10 over the last 3 weeks?
Excellent idea.
And then Chris will have an idea of how good you've been, won't he?
OK, yeah, we'll do that.
OK, I think that's a good idea.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, guys, there more?
No, shall I tell you what day I stole it from? The 7th of February, 06.
I'm not interested. Good lad. He's got his own theme tune, that fella. And every time he calls up, I have to play the Cheeky Beggars music.
What is this week's pod club?
Well...
What?
We haven't really been doing it very much. I'll tell you what, Rob Hooker has set up an email account for us, but I deleted the email that told me how to access the email account.
So you haven't used it at all?
No. I can't remember what the email is. Have you got proxy to it, haven't you? I thought he told me I had proxy to it, but it turns out he was talking about his bum.
Yeah, it's just easy.
Well, go on then. Well, where's your proxy?
Hang on.
You haven't got it either.
You got to type it in.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, we got five emails already. Hang on a minute. So, what's the email address then?
It's just podclub@lbc.co.uk.
Okay. Okay. Well, we can make this work. Monobrow. Okay. Right. Well, then get out of that. So, okay. What I need to do now is there a way, and there won't be, will there, of transferring all of the 150 Pod Club members that are in my address book into the Pod Club email?
I'll work on it.
I tell you what. Forget it. I'll just send a mass mail out to everyone. Which means I'll have these three stroppy people emailing me calling me
yes,
all kinds of stuff. So yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll send an email out. We'll start. Means there's no point in doing it this week or next week because I'm only in 2 days next week. So the end of next week we start the Pod Club properly. The test run has worked brilliantly, but we're going to start it properly.
My sweat and blood went into setting up that email account just before I went away.
No, it didn't. I sent Rob Hooker an email.
No, so did I.
Well, he responded to mine. Anyway, what do you mean your sweat and blood? I've been telling you to do it for months, and then you do it on the day you go away, making it all difficult. No sweat. No, they can't put sweat and blood into an email account. You lazily sent an email that you should have sent ages before.
You spying on me?
Yeah, yes.
Right.
Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Ian, do you want a quick game and make that tune?
Yeah, go on then.
The good bit's coming. Here it comes.
That wasn't it then. What the hell is this? What's the bit with... Is it not... Oh, it's a good bit, actually.
Here it comes.
Oh, it's the good bit... happened yet. It is a good bit of music.
Any ideas?
I haven't got a clue.
You know who it is.
Is it...
He was in an episode with the monkeys.
Oh, is it Zappa?
Yeah.
Which Zappa song?
It's Son of Mr. Green Jeans off of Hot Rats.
Oh, Hot Rats?
Yeah.
Good lad. I shall check that out. Thank you for that.
Cheers, mate.
We should play some more. We should play more Zappa. We're having an Anthony Newley night this week as well, Chris.
Why?
We mentioned him briefly the other day, and the phones went mental. So this week will be Wednesday, having an Anthony Newley night. Anyway, if you want to call up and speak to my producer, now is the time to do it.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'm the bloke in the pest control van up the road. Simply the pest is our motto. Says it in big pink letters on the back of the van. Not that you'll have time to read it when I cut you up without warning. Later, you may want to call BGR Bloomer Solicitors, because if you're injured in a road accident that's not your fault, you could get compensation. With BGR Bloomer, you talk directly to a solicitor, and their service is completely free, because they're paid by the insurers of the person who caused the accident. BGR Bloomer Solicitors, 0800 1 777 666.
Hey, what's it, mate?
Nearly had you then.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
It's 7:30, I'm Michael Trabulsi, good evening. Commuters in London are looking for alternative routes tonight as a 3-day tube strike gets underway. Only 3 lines are still open, but they're extremely crowded. Members of the RMT union who work for collapse maintenance firm Metronet are taking the action over concerns over jobs and pensions. A coach driver has been arrested on suspicion of drink driving following a crash on the M1 in Buckinghamshire. 30 are injured, 6 seriously. It toppled over as it entered Newport Pagnell services just after 4 o'clock. It was travelling from Birmingham to Stansted Airport. Boris Johnson says he'll scrap bendy buses if he's elected mayor. He's also revealed he'll keep the congestion charge. The Henley MP has outlined his priorities for London at County Hall as he seeks the Conservative nomination for mayor. And Amy Winehouse is back in London after a Caribbean break, but there are doubts whether she'll turn up at the Mercury Awards at the Grosvenor House tomorrow. The troubled singer's nominated for a prize, but has cancelled a string of performances lately after being admitted to hospital because of a reported drugs overdose. London's weather, 19 degrees at the moment at Heathrow Airport. Sunset is at 7:44, so in around 15 minutes' time. Overnight, clear skies, but feeling cool, lows of 10 degrees. Tomorrow's sunrise is at 17 minutes past 6. This is LBC at 7:31.
Alan Joyce in the LBC 97.3 Travel Centre. So just continuing from what you heard in the headlines there, on the tubes, 9 of the 12 lines are completely suspended now because of the tube strike, and it could stay that way until Thursday evening. So the only 3 lines left running are the Piccadilly, Jubilee and Northern lines, and obviously they're going to be extremely overcrowded. There are further problems on the Piccadilly line. In fact, severe delays have been occurring throughout today because of a signalling problem at Arnos Grove, and no Piccadilly line trains will run between Rayners Lane and Uxbridge. Further details, though, can be found on the travel pages of our website. Go to lbc.co.uk. Just a reminder, you can use the Docklands Light Railway. That will continue to run, but again, it's likely to be very overcrowded. Now, on the roads, the North Circular Road in Barking is still shut northbound to deal with an accident just by the A13 at the flyover there. Southbound's all open again, but there are still big delays around Beckton and also coming down from the M11. Harrow Road in Wembley is closed both ways at Wembley Hill Road because of an accident. Appreciate your updates on that one. 08000 68 60 80, and still delays on the North Circular from Park Royal to Neaston after a van fire from much earlier on this afternoon. LBC 97.3 Travel. Your next update's in 15 minutes.
Thanks to our house band, Stephen Hawking and the Hawkettes.
This has been the greatest experience of my life.
And our guest presenters, Chewbacca and Chairman Mao.
Good night.
Missed an unbelievable episode of the Friday Night Project? Catch it an hour later on Channel 4 Plus One. Now available on Freeview, Sky and Virgin Media.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Oh, sorry, did I mean to? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I shouldn't have been hiding behind you like that. I'm sorry. Oh, dear God. Don't sue me. You're right.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Thank God you didn't die. Imagine if I killed you. We've got the ratings up, I suppose, so we need that. I've got a new boss.
Yeah. But the desk would have been a bit dirty.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you, Chris. I didn't have my headphones on then. So were you talking then or something?
If you killed one of them, your desk would have been a bit dirty.
All right, yeah, well. Yeah. So I'm looking at the People, the Sunday People.
Yeah.
There's a story about... Oh, no, it wasn't the People, it was the News of the World.
How did Big Brother's Big Mouth go?
I didn't do it.
Why not?
They forgot that they'd asked me to do it and forgot to give me a date. So there's a story here about Steve Irwin, the dead Australian crocodile tormentor. And now, I don't know if this is true, but the headline is... You having a wee?
Nah, it's cleaners.
Oh. The headline is, A Turtle Bummer.
What?
Was he? I'll read the story later on and we'll get the full facts, but that's... Right, OK, so 0870 9090 973. We're doing correspondent updates all week. So if you want to do a correspondent update, doesn't matter if you were a correspondent before or not, then 0870 9090 973. And if you're new and you didn't hear the show we did last year and you don't know what a correspondent is, well, it's a specialist expert who just phones in and gives us a little update. Was that it? I can't really remember. How did it work?
Yeah.
So, anyway, it'll make sense as it goes on. Agent Chris, my producer, has been away for 3 weeks. It'd be good if you could call in and give me marks out of 10 for how I performed the last 3 weeks and let him know of anything significant that has happened. Also, go to YouTube, type in David Copperfield train, watch David Copperfield make a train disappear, and then can you call up and tell us how he did it, please? It will be kind of handy, because it's bamboozle. I think I know how some of it was done, but I could do with a little bit of help. So 0870 90 90 973 is the phone number. Ladies and gentlemen, let the fun begin. It's Brian in Broxbourne.
Oh, I don't know about trains disappearing. One railway managed to make trains disappear every day. But anyway...
Oh, is that a little bit of politics there, Brian? A little bit of politics?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Good lad.
Anyway, I don't know if I'm going bonkers in the nut, but did you say the other day you bought an SLR camera so you could take black and white photos?
Well, no, I said I bought an SLR camera.
Right.
And I'm going to take black and white photos.
Because you can take black and white on digital now, which are changing the mode.
I know you can. The thing is, because I had my digital camera wiped one of my memory cards. I've got the picture. I've got most of the pictures back now, but it wiped my memory cards. So I thought, and I don't get any pictures developed anymore. I don't get any pictures printed up. So I thought if I buy a film camera, I'll get the pictures developed. I'll have more pictures printed. And also, I think that the depth on an SLR camera, it specifically on, especially on black and white, is better than on a digital camera.
I see.
I think there's more texture to it.
Also, if you alter the ISO speed on there, you can get different effects as well, make them look older too.
Oh, yeah, I think they all look a little bit false, though, when you do that on a digital camera.
Possibly. I haven't think of that to that much. I tend to use Photoshop for...
Yes. Now, here's a boring question, Brian. Do you know anything about computers?
Up to a point.
I've got a PC. I'm thinking of buying the new iMac. What I want to know is, can I connect my video recorder, my VHS, to the iMac like I can to my PC?
That's beyond my level
right,
of
okay.
technophobia, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, if anyone knows the answer, maybe they'll give us a call. But, Brian, thank you for that.
No problem.
Good lad, there we go. So, can I connect? Hang on a second. You're not getting on. I'm going to tell Chris all about you.
Yeah, Ian.
Yes, I am Ian.
Yeah, it's Fish, isn't it?
Yeah, I know it's Fish. I'm going to tell Chris that you can't come on anymore.
Why?
Because you're boring.
I'm Fish.
Yeah, and you're boring, and
When am I coming on the show?
you're not coming on the show. That's not happening. And you're not getting any money. Those two things are not happening.
Am I on the show tomorrow?
No, you're not on the show. You're not coming in.
Monday.
No. Yeah, all right. Come in Friday.
This Friday.
Come in Friday.
What?
This Friday.
I'm not in Friday, Chris. It's Nick Abbott. I'll be fine. Come in Friday.
This Friday.
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 Come in Friday.
I didn't realise I was on.
Come in Friday.
This Friday.
Come in Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday.
Come in Friday.
I'll come in Friday, yeah.
This Friday.
Come in Friday.
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 This Friday.
This Friday.
Come in 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 this Friday.
This Friday.
Come in 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 Friday. blowing bubbles. Hey, bubbles in the air. They fly so high. They might like my dreams, they fade and die. Crouching, always hiding. I've looked everywhere. Yeah.
What can I do for you, Vinny?
Yeah, do you know, yeah, I've got a topic for your show.
Oh, okay, but bearing in mind I've got at least 8 topics for the show, but carry on. Oh, she can't come on, she's mental. Can you put a hang on, let me just check it's the same one. Hang on a minute, oh, she might not. Emma? Oh, hang on, Emma?
Yeah?
Are you the one that's banned? Yeah, she is. Can you put a warning by her name? She's bonkers. Yes, Vinny?
Yeah, do you know you said that you forget, you have no memory about the previous shows?
Yes, that's correct. I have no memory about the previous shows.
Oh, okay then. This topic, yeah?
Yeah.
Why did they call Elvis Presley king?
Well, hang on, that's what I did say that last night.
But you don't have no memory, so how do you know?
Well, I did. Well, I do have memory for that, because this is a good question, actually. Why do they call Elvis Presley the king?
It's because he's from Memphis.
What? How does that make him the king?
I think there's a place called King.
Right, there isn't. That's a stupid answer.
All right, forget that then.
I will do.
Yeah.
So, but it's a genuine question. Why is Elvis Presley the king of rock and roll? Why is he called the king? I don't know. So I think it's a good question from me that I made up yesterday.
Yeah. Do you know?
Oh God! Just spit it out and get lost.
Do you know you've been asked to do Big Brother and everything?
Yeah.
How much did they pay you if you're going to do it?
For going on what? For Big Brother's Big Mouth or Big Brother's Little Brother?
No, Big Brother. Celebrity Big Brother.
Oh, I was offered 25 grand, I think. But that was the first offer. I could have probably got it up by another 5 or 10,000.
So why didn't you do it?
Because I didn't want to do it, because I don't need the money. I had the... Do you know, before I got this job at LBC, I had the meeting for it, because I was kind of desperate for cash, but then I didn't do it, because I got this job. I don't want to do it, really. If you see me doing it, it means I think my career is over.
Oh, it's really doing well right now, isn't it?
It's what?
It's really doing well right now, isn't it?
It's what?
It's really doing well right now. Forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high. They reach the sky. It's like my dreams. They fade and die. Always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever in bubbles.
What did he say at the end? Now I don't quite know what was. Oh, hang on. I don't do that. There we go. Yes, Martin.
Hello.
Hello, boss.
Hello.
Hello there.
Are you well?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Oh, good. I used to be your Christian Crouchen correspondent.
Oh yeah. Do you want to do an update?
Yeah.
Hang on. Have we got the
music?
Chris, have we got the correspondent music? We've got to look for it. Chris isn't...
Hang on.
Oh, you should have looked... I told you this is what we were doing tonight, mate.
Yeah, it's there.
OK, right, so I've got to play the... Do I play the top stab?
You see that hotkey number 5?
All right, I've got it. Oh, that's the Rocky music, yeah. That's it. OK, hit it.
Hit number 5.
It's time for the daily
7:44
Daily Correspondent Update. Brought to you every day. Daily.
Oh, I used to be the Christian Crouchen correspondent. And she hasn't done much in the last year, but in the last week, She called Clive Ball last week and got on. And my God, did she get talking down to? And I tuned into her Talk Sport, and she told the Venerable Gorn some stuff, and he kept her on the sofa for about 2 minutes.
I heard the call on Clive Ball, and I sent Bob an email saying this is one of the best bits of radio I've heard in a long, long time, because wasn't Clive fantastic with her?
He was absolutely fabulous.
And it went on for ages. And what was she talking about again? Was it
freedom of speech?
Freedom of speech. And I'm sure that she's had that exact same conversation with him before.
Oh, about 6,000 times.
And Clive was really calm and brilliant, as he always is at that kind of thing. And then towards the end, even he was getting a bit angry. You could tell, couldn't you? He was getting a little bit tense in the voice.
What's amazing is that she gets herself so angry.
Yeah. Oh, she gets furious.
She gets herself into such a fluster.
Yeah. But
it's like you can feel her knickers getting into a twist.
Was it? I think it was Thursday, wasn't it? Was it Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday or Wednesday? It was the. Hang on, I think it was Wednesday.
Wednesday. Well, if anyone missed it, go and listen. Go and get the podcast because it was fantastic. Martin, thank you for that. I've got to go.
All right, take care.
Cheers, mate. Bye. Love you. Alan.
You don't love me.
No, I don't.
No.
I adore you. Who's on after 8?
Will Gowing.
Oh, I like Will Gowing. OK, let's have the travel, sir.
On the tubes, then, 9 of the 12 lines are completely suspended because of the tube strike, so only 3 are left running, those being the Piccadilly, Jubilee and Northern lines. So no service then at all now on the Bakerloo, Central, Circle, District, Hammersmith and City, Metropolitan, Victoria, East London and Waterloo and City lines. If you want to double-check those, you can get them on the travel pages of our website, lbc.co.uk. If you are heading onto the Piccadilly line at the moment, there are still delays after a signalling problem earlier on. And just to pre-warn you as well, there won't be any Piccadilly line service between Rayners Lane and Uxbridge during the strike action. Now, on the roads, the North Circular Road in Barking is still closed northbound with an accident at the A13. Serious delays still coming up from Beckton as a result. Harrow Road in Wembley is closed both ways at Wembley Hill Road because of an accident. And the North Circular in Neaston still has one lane closed northbound following a van fire from much earlier on, and that's causing delays heading down from Park Royal. LBC 97.3 travel. Your next update is in half an hour.
A world of music. 2 million tracks to choose from. That's eMusic. Songs you can download and play on any MP3 player or burn your own CDs. eMusic offers it all, together with great album and artist information. A real chance to explore music. Sign up today for a trial and get 35 free downloads.
Terms and conditions apply.
Then you get 75 downloads for just $14.99 a month. eMusic, the #1 site for independent music. Available now via lbc.co.uk.
They say the early bird always gets the worm. But who wants worms when there's EasyJet's early bird sale? Book cheap flights from the end of October to the end of January and save up to 25% off every seat, every route, every day. Early birds fly for less. So book online now at easyjet.com. Hurry, sale ends midnight Tuesday.
Business success stories on LBC 97.3 with James Max and O2 Franchise.
Hi, my name is Jim Morrissey. I'm the director of a company called Motion Picture Industries Limited, and we own a rather exciting brand called film2go.mobi, which is all about providing great movies on your mobile. It became absolutely clear that now technology is becoming so advanced with mobile phones. As individuals know, you can currently download MP3s. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, there's no medium in which to view a high-quality film. Obviously, do your market research. Make sure there's a market for what you're doing. Try and have 1 or 2 serious, unique selling points behind what it is that you're trying to achieve, and to make sure that there really is a demand for what you want to do, and really and truly to follow your dreams.
James Max, Sunday afternoons from 5 with O2 Franchise. Be part of O2. LBC 97.3. LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870 90 90 973.
Hello, Jason.
Oh, good evening.
Yes.
Elvis.
Yes. The king of rock and roll. Why?
He was a con man. He stole everyone's songs and then recorded them and then launched them. And I also found out he died in a toilet.
Yeah, he died having a poo.
What, was that his cause of death?
Wasn't it? I can't remember. Was it strain on the heart or something? Because he was trying to pass a massive log. I don't know. But why is he called the stealing souls aside? What?
Yeah, I know. The truth is, I haven't a clue. I checked the internet all day today, and there's so many different theories. I couldn't come up with one theory.
Oh, well, hang on. There are so many. But
there's so many different theories, but none of them make sense.
Well, give me one.
Well, one of them was he was the king because he was the best.
That's right. That's a bit limp.
And just meaningless theories, really.
Oh, okay. Well,
even on the Elvis website, it didn't explain why he was the king of rock and roll.
maybe if I could be bothered to lean 2 feet away from me, I'd get my phone and text AQA, but I can't actually be bothered.
It's really... I want to, before I die, find out exactly why he was called the king.
Well, Jason, you keep listening to this show, and as long as you don't die within the next hour or so, you'll find out, I guarantee. Thanks, Jason.
Excellent, good night.
There we go, there's a man who'll know the answers. It's Dion.
Hello, mate.
All right, Gov. Why was Elvis called
Yeah,
the king?
this is the real Dion.
Right.
I've had impersonators.
You've had what?
Impersonators.
Well, I'm the real Dion.
Yeah, all right.
I'm the real Dion.
Yeah, I know what school you went to, and...
Well, I'm the real Dion.
Why was Elvis called the... Why was he called Elvis? Why was he called the king?
I don't know, but I was doing a mobile disco when he died.
So that's your alibi, and you told the police that, did you?
And someone asked me to put an Elvis record on there. I never had any.
Was this for the armed forces? Were you undercover at a children's party?
No, it was officer's mess.
Was he?
Yeah, and they asked me to put an Elvis record on, and I never had one.
Which one did you play?
I didn't.
Why?
Never had any.
But would you play one for me?
I haven't got any here.
Which one?
I haven't got any. All my CDs, I've got REN.
REN?
Yeah, and...
REN?
I like REN.
What does REN stand for? Stands for good tunes.
Well, it's Rapid Eye Movement, but their version was Rapid Ear Movement.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is them, isn't it, Dion?
All right.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yes, he's a good band. REM. He's REM.
REM,
with
yeah.
What's the Frequency, Kenneth? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Having the time of my life, mate. So, okay.
Yeah, have you ever watched them in concert?
REM? No, yeah. I'm not. But Peter from Brazil has bizarrely sent me some bootleg REM songs live. I don't quite know why, because I'm not that big an REM fan. I quite like REM. I like the early stuff.
I like that Japanese song you got into.
Oh, the Kurikorda Quartet, yes.
I heard that in...
Japan?
Iraq.
Iraq? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they big over there, are they?
Well, no, I had the satellite dish up.
Satellite dish up, yeah, so you could listen to Iain Lee's Good Evening. Oh! And, that's what I've got to play. I knew there was something I had to play. Have you heard of, what's the guy's name? Who am I thinking of, Dion?
I don't know.
Use your... Go on, break me. Go on,
You had a band. A Japanese band.
Break me. Go on, break me. Break me. Make me tell you who I'm thinking of, but I can't remember the name of. Break me, Dion. Break me. Come on, break me.
I don't know.
Jack Bauer me. Come on, do a Jack Bauer on me. Break me, Dion. Break me. Make me tell you who I'm thinking of that I can't remember. Break me. It's Howard Stern. I'll tell you. It's Howard Stern.
Oh, Howard Stern.
You broke me. Please, let me go. It's Howard Stern. You broke me. Anyway, so we were on Howard Stern's show.
Yeah, I heard that. It's advertised on the radio.
I tell you what, stay there, Dion. All right, this is what we're going to do. New boss or no new boss. What we're going to do, Dion, is we're going to go to the adverts approximately 50 seconds early, all right?
Yeah.
And when we come back, I don't care what you two say in there. I don't care what you say, Andy, and what you say, Chris. Don't stop me.
I don't think I agree.
Don't stop me. Don't stop me. We're going to go to the ads 45 seconds early. And when we come back, Dion, I'm going to play the Howard Stern clip.
Yeah.
Hang on, got to wait 5 seconds to be 45 seconds early now.
Don't you do it.
Don't stop me. Play the ads.
I want a degree from a really good university.
I want great teaching.
I want to study in the evening.
Birkbeck offers you all this and in central London. Part of the University of London, Birkbeck is a world-class research and teaching institution and London's only specialist provider of evening higher education. 19,000 Londoners study on Birkbeck's short courses, first degrees and postgraduate courses. Nearly all are taught in the evening. Find out more at the next Birkbeck Open Evening on Thursday, 6th of September between 4 and 7:30pm. To book your place, visit bbk.ac.uk. That's bbk.ac.uk. Birkbeck, London's evening university.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Okay, so Howard Stern, famous DJ in America, and he has this thing where he gets people to say Baba Booey. Put the phone down, whoever that is, Chris. Put it on and cut him off. Yeah, drop it. You need to listen to this, okay? Because this is I've heard it. I'm bored of it now. So who's Howard Stern, Dion? Dion?
Oh.
What?
Hello, mate.
Yeah. Chris, I'll ask you. Who's Howard Stern?
He's a DJ, isn't he?
With the big silly hair. Anyway, there's this thing where he gets people to phone up or to say Baba Booey in the back of... Anyway, so Baba Booey, okay, anyway...
He did adverts for the day.
All right,
sounds like Dion. Not you, does he?
No, that is Dion. I've not played the clip yet.
Oh.
Right, and let's just say he's a big fan of Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Oh, yeah.
Have a listen.
The Howard Stern Show. Howard Stern Show. Show us your Baba Booey. The NFL Network.
If you were a football player, what position would you play?
Oh, man. I mean, I was a football player. Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Yeah, anyway.
It's getting crazy out here, ladies and gentlemen.
Channel 2
Crazy, baby. And the stadium is filling up fast with less than an hour to go to this first Subway Series showdown of the season. Live at Shea Stadium, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
Fox News.
Trying to show that there's due process here, but I think that's where it's going to wind up when all is said and done. She's going to be the Bahamas next to her son.
Well, Howard K. Stern is speaking. Let's listen. Baba Booey.
Channel 4 St. Louis.
In hindsight, do you wish you could have done more? You know, that question has come up.
The Howard Stern Show.
It's a bunch of... I could add one to that, actually. This is a London radio station.
Yeah?
Yeah, some guy called in and Baba Booey'd here. Add this one to that promo.
And you're on Tuesday, are you? Filling in for me? Okay, well there we go. That's got to be worth. It's me talking. That's my voice. They should know. I sounded really insincere and sarcastic. It's got to be worth listening to him, isn't it? No, it probably will be. I can't make it not sound insincere now, so I'll stop talking about it. He's on at 1 o'clock. Yeah. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Is this a recording?
No, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Is this actually a person?
Yes.
Oh, in that case, it's got like a sort of hiss to it, as though it's a recording. But well done, you.
Thank you.
Well done,
Baba
you.
Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
I'm quite happy to let you stay on for the next half an hour doing this.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Much love.
And they put the phone down. I am losing my voice now. So that's that. Let's see what the master Howard Stern thinks of what he's heard from me, the Prince.
Boy, that sounds like an annoying radio show.
Yeah, that guy's annoying.
I've been over in London and heard their radio, and it's just annoying.
I don't even understand a word he said.
I know, and they think they're so intelligent.
Yeah, I am.
You know what it is? Like the radio over there is like state-controlled or government-controlled.
Well, they have some independent, but the big ones are the BBC, yeah.
No, they're not.
And as soon as the government gets involved in any kind of media, it's just horse like...
They're actually loosening up a little bit because they want to make some money.
That's true. That's very true.
But that guy's terrible.
What?
Well, that whole country is the size of Philadelphia, so you can imagine...
That may be true, I don't know.
Their media doesn't really make any money.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, they could make money, but the BBC insists on putting everything on, so they'll have hours and hours of classical music.
They don't care how they torture people.
People really don't want to listen to.
I mean, how could you listen to that guy? What did he say? He wanted to say good for you, but it was like...
Good for you.
Good you.
Good you.
Well done you.
Well done you. Good you. Shut up.
That makes sense.
Learn how to speak.
You.
Yeah.
And there we go, and that's how it's good, isn't it, Dion?
I'd like to know what words you bleep out.
I'm so tempted to tell you and press the dump button, but we never know if that dump button's going to work or not.
That.
It was S and F.
Right.
Yeah, gotta go.
All right, mate. I'm going to listen to your show anyway.
Good lad. Make sure you do. It's cool, huh? We've been dissed by.
And he's an expert.
Oh, Samantha.
Hello?
Can we come back to you after the news?
Of course you can, darling.
Excellent stuff. 0870 90 90 973. Oh, and someone's emailed in, I think, telling us how David Copperfield makes a train. Don't read it, don't read it. We'll read it when we get back from the latest LBC 97.3 news.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
At 8, coach driver arrested after M1 crash. Tube misery for Londoners and girl power comes to the Tower. It's 8 o'clock, I'm Jim Diamond. The driver of a National Express coach that overturned on the M1 in Buckinghamshire has been arrested on suspicion of drink driving. The coach toppled over as it entered Newport Pagnell services on the M1 southbound and was heading to Stansted Airport. There are 30 walking wounded, 6 have more serious injuries. Kirsty Plummer was on board and says the coach was swerving erratically before the impact.
I knew it was going to happen, so I knew that I had to put my seatbelt on, and I was just about to tell the girl next to me to put it on, and then we just rolled over. Everyone was screaming, there was blood everywhere, and it was going all over me and everything.
Londoners who use the tube are facing travel chaos tonight after workers went ahead with a 3-day strike. Around 2,500 members of the Rail, Maritime and Transport Union walked out at 6 p.m. in a row linked to the collapse of maintenance giant Metronet. Last-minute appeals by Mayor Ken Livingstone failed to halt the strike, which led to the cancellation of services on 3/4 of the system. Brian Cook from London Travel Watch has told LBC the walkout won't benefit workers in the long run.
We don't believe the members of the trade unions will achieve anything by this strike. In fact, they will achieve the reverse, because they will lose 3 days' pay, and they will also take money out of the Transport for London budget, which will mean that there is less to do on the enhancement work that these men and women are employed to do.
And stay with LBC for the latest travel situation. Boris Johnson says if he's mayor, the congestion charge will stay, but bendy buses will go. He's officially unveiled his campaign ahead of the mayoral elections next year. His other plans include better 24-hour policing and securing a firm commitment to Crossrail. It's a historical day at the Tower of London. The first woman beefeater has started duty, and she's from Scotland. Maura Cameron, who's from Argyll, beat 5 men to secure the coveted position as a yeoman warder. She joined the army at 20 and has spent the required 22 years serving in the forces to become eligible for it. She's told us she's over the moon to be part of the team.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's a very, very special and privileged position to be in. I found myself in the armed forces. I found it quite easy. Being a bit of a tomboy, I think I tended to fit in slightly easier. But there's a lot more females in the armed forces now, and I think it's becoming more accepted that females are there, and we're here and we're here to stay.
London's travel news now, and aside from the problems across the tube networks in Wembley, Harrow Road is closed in both directions because of an accident around Wembley Hill Road. If you're away from your radio and want to stay in touch with the latest news, weather and travel, you can call 0901 723 6666. Calls cost 35 pence a minute from a BT landline. Other networks and mobile rates may vary. London's weather for you: clear skies tonight with a low of 10 degrees Celsius. Right now we have 17 degrees by Oxford Circus. For tomorrow, sun up at 17 minutes past 6. A bright start, turning cloudy later with a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. You're with LBC, it's coming up to 8:03.
Text London's LBC 97.3 at any time to 84850. Calls cost 25p plus network operator charges.
The Volkswagen Fox from just £6,602 RRP. Comes with no scratches, no weird smells badly masked by air freshener, and no chewing gum stuck under the seats. Other features include no dog hair, no dubious stains on the interior, and absolutely no suspicion that it's two different cars welded together. All is standard. The Fox for just £6,602 RRP. A brand new Volkswagen for the price of a second-hand car. Visit volkswagen.co.uk or call 0800 333 666. Finance offers available, terms and conditions apply.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
OK, it's time for the surprise, Chris. For you've been away for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Turn off the music, Andy. This is Asian Chris, my producer, been away for 3 weeks, and so I thought that we would throw a surprise party. Oh no, hang on, that's the wrong music. Hang on, that's the wrong music. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Oh, nuts! It's all wrong. Oh, no, ignore that.
Hang on, is this a different surprise party to the one that you mentioned down in the office earlier?
What? What?
You mentioned that I was having a surprise party.
Surprise party!
But I know.
Surprise party, surprise party, surprise party, surprise party! Surprise party, surprise party, surprise party, surprise party! Ooh! Surprise party! Ooh! Surprise party! 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 It's a bit high, that bit. Ooh! Surprise party! Ooh! Surprise party! Surprise party! Surprise party! There's another minute of this. Sorry. Surprise party! It's too high. Surprise party! Surprise party! Nearly there. Instrumental bit. Surprise party!
I know.
Surprise party! Ooh! Surprise party! Ooh! Surprise party! Ooh, 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 ooh! Surprise party! Surprise party! It's way too high, that bit. I'm going to come down the next time. It's a surprise party! Surprise party! Surprise party! Surprise party! Surprise party! Surprise party!
I'm from the flat upstairs. Can you keep the noise down?
Sorry. Chris, it's a surprise party for you.
So this is the same party that you said you were going to throw down in the office earlier?
Yes, but when I told you that, it was... The thing is, yes, it is. But you should be reacting surprised. That was a production meeting I told you that in. I'm not going to do anything that is unplanned and not rehearsed, am I, obviously? But this... You should act surprised. Anyway, surprise party, so, you know...
Isn't there supposed to be, like, food and drink at a party?
There's chocolates. There's chocolates and there's drinks.
Where?
Well, that's it. They're downstairs. So, if you could get me a Twix, get whatever you want, get Andy something as well. Actually, I've only got enough money for me and Andy. So, you get me and Andy something, you get yourself something. I'll have a cup of tea. Andy, do you want a drink?
Yeah, lovely.
2 cups of tea. I'll have a Red Bush, please, Chris. So, thanks.
So, hang on. Let me just get this straight.
Yes.
This is a surprise party.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah.
And the drink on offer is tea for you and Andy.
And yourself. I'm not going to be selfish.
Oh, sorry. And chocolate from the snack machine.
For me and Andy. I've only got £1, so if you want one, you're going to have to get one yourself.
Right.
So if you come and get the money, I'll have a Red Bush. Good lad. Thank you for that. I have got more money, but I sort of need it for later in the week. So, there's £1. I'll have a Twix, get Andy whatever he wants. Cup of Red Bush for me, whatever he wants. And you go nuts, mate. Help yourself. It's good to have you back, brother. Missed you.
Thanks.
All right. Cheers, fella. Could you, speed it up a little bit?
What?
Speed it up a little, because the phones are ringing, and, thank you, mate. Samantha.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Oh, are you the high-heeled fencing correspondent?
No, actually, but I just want to ask you about being correspondent, because I've not been listening. Well, I've been listening to you for a long time, but you know, we've only just been speaking recently.
Yes.
I didn't know how to become a correspondent.
Well, normally in the old days there'd be a lengthy audition process, but today and this week you just phone up and do one.
Right.
Do you want to phone up and do one?
I wouldn't know what to talk about. I mean,
Andy, start the correspondent music.
What else am I going to talk about?
It's time for the Daily
8:09
Daily Correspondent Update. Brought to you every day. Daily.
Okay. My name's Samantha, and I guess seeing as I'm looking at Facebook, I'm the Facebook correspondent. Would that work, Ian?
Yeah, it's good. Go on.
Okay, Facebook correspondent. Ian, I've just added you as one of my top friends on Facebook, and the latest cool application on Facebook is actually Pac-Man, and it's actually totally addictive. Facebook is the way forward. MySpace is dead in the water, and I'm just loving it.
You see, Samantha, it's as easy as that.
Was that okay?
That was brilliant. I am on the I must admit, I'm still a fan of the MySpace, even though I've gone from 5,000 friends to 802.
On MySpace?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I closed my MySpace down, and I thought, actually, that's really stupid. So,
Well, actually, you said that because I looked to find your MySpace because you said you had a new one.
Yeah.
And your old one still came up with the pink backgrounds and everything.
No, that's not me, though. That's a fake.
You're joking.
That's a fake one. My MySpace address is myspace.com / The Real Iain Lee.
The Real Iain Lee.
The Real Iain Lee.
Okay.
That's where it is. The other guys are fake.
Right.
Yeah, it's frustrating, huh? Hey, it's the bin man. Hey, man, how you doing?
Iron, isn't it?
Good to see you. You all right? What's wrong? You hurt your back? You tired?
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you a rub? Give you a neck rub? Neck rub?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want a massage?
Yeah.
I'll give you a massage, brother. Hey, you want a neck rub? Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. No.
You don't want it anymore? Okay, I don't know what you're bending over for. I'm not doing that. Anyway, Samantha, yeah, so go and add me there.
Okay, I'll find you.
Excellent.
You're on my top friends on Facebook.
I'm not coming round for tea, though.
Oh, you sure? I've got Earl Grey and Ponzi stuff like that.
Have you got Red Bush?
Red Bush. I can get you some.
I don't think I should ask a lady that, should I? Yes, if you can get a Red Bush, then I'll come round.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
All right, darling, bye-bye.
Lovely, I've got a date there. Now, we're going to talk about... We've been asking you... oh, yes, James, get... Oh, yeah, take that. Go on, they're Sundays, though. So there are, but they've still got some knockers in, so you can have a good ogle of that. Yes, we've got apparently Mitch Pileggi, who played Skinner in The X-Files. He's going to call in later on and tell us how David Copperfield made a train disappear. That's what we want to know. Why is Elvis Presley called the King, and how did David Copperfield make the train disappear? It's a brilliant trick. Go to YouTube, David Copperfield train, and type it in. Oh, and if Clive Bull's downstairs, and is being forced to listen to this through the fascist speakers that we have attached to the walls, thank you so much for recommending Battlestar Galactica. It is... Marcus, have you seen Battlestar Galactica?
Me, no.
The new one. Oh, but isn't it brilliant, Clive? It's brilliant. He's just coming to give me the thumbs up. It is. I watched the pilot episode. I watched of the last 2 days, 3 hours long. Fantastic. And the first episode of Series 1. It is the most exciting, intellectual, vaguely spiritual, but not in a horrible crystal type way, sci-fi show I have ever seen. It is brilliant.
I'll take your word for it. I don't really do sci-fi.
Well, no, I'm kind of... Sci-fi, for me, is a very thorny subject. I don't really like the Star Wars. Star Trek is all right in a kind of kitsch sort of way. But this is intelligent, and it's thoughtful, and it's well-acted, and it's got beautiful women in it, and it's got excellent space battles, and it is just the... And Clive has been telling me for ages, and a lot of callers have been telling me for ages, oh, watch it. I finally started watching it yesterday. It is... fantastic. I'm excited because I've got 3 series of it to watch now. I'm not going to run out for months.
How boring for you.
Well, how boring for my girlfriend, I think, is the thing. But for me,
well, see, my partner used to watch Battlestar Galactica, or my ex-partner, I should say, used to watch Battlestar Galactica, but
really?
No, weren't really for me.
Is that why you finished with them?
That's exactly why.
Oh, okay.
That and Star Trek, not Next Generation, not Deep Space Nine. What's the other
Voyager.
one? With the woman.
Voyager, yes. No, they're all rubbish, those Star Trek spin-offs.
I couldn't be doing that.
But this was absolutely fantastic, and it's I got so excited. So I put it in with trepidation, thinking, I may not like this, but within minutes I was sucked in. Anyway, Marcus, that's not why you've called in. Can you explain how David Copperfield makes a train disappear?
Well, I can go to a certain... Because my brother used to do all this stuff. He used to dabble in it. I personally, again, like sci-fi. I find it all a bit dark and a bit shady.
Right.
So, I don't know, but it's all the whole levitation thing. I was just reading some of the comments there, which is kind of what I remember my brother telling me when he's showing me his tricks. It's all about what you... Because the whole thing about illusionists, that they have to first disillusion the viewer. Yeah. And they do that basically by lying through their teeth about what it is you think you're seeing.
Yeah.
Now, so I was listening to it, and the first thing he started...
Hang on a second. I did ask for a Twix, mate.
What's he brought you?
It's a Kit Kat.
It's a Kit Kat, no. See, it's got 4 things. You only went with 2, didn't you?
Well, no, I'll have it. Anyway, happy surprise party, mate. Cheers. Cheers. There's a change as well.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers. Cheers, Andy. Cheers, Chris. Anyway, Marcus, do continue.
Sorry. So he starts off by talking about the fact that the train is, 85 tons or 70-something tons and all that. But he's actually talking about the Orient Express itself. That doesn't mean to say that that's actually what you're looking at on the screen.
My theory was...
It's a collapsible cardboard.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. That it was a collapsible cardboard, yeah.
Now, what you need to do, if you go down... No, I didn't know about this specific type of levitation.
Marcus, can you stay there a minute? I'm eating a Kit Kat and I'm late for travel.
All right, cool, no problem.
Back in a second, thank you. It's the Travel News Now with Will.
Thanks very much, Ian. Because of the tube strike today, 3/4 of the Underground 9 out of our 12 lines are suspended due to that strike action. Services not expected to return to normal until at least Friday morning. Stay with us for regular updates. Piccadilly line is just suspended, though, between Rayners Lane through to Uxbridge, as only that part of the line is actually run by Metronet. Now, the Jubilee and Northern line shouldn't be affected at all. However, there are likely to be some delays and overcrowding, but they are actually still running. Docklands Light Railway is running a normal service as well. All the details you need of the tube lines that are affected can be found on the travel pages of the website, lbc.co.uk. Now, for the roads, the North Circular is still closed, heading northbound at the Barking flyover because of an earlier crash. Delays all the way back through to the Beckton roundabout. One lane is still closed on the North Circular, heading eastbound as well. That's due to an earlier van fire just after the Neasden interchange. It's causing slow traffic heading back towards Park Royal. In Wembley, Harrow Road is closed in both directions because of an accident just around Wembley Hill Road, and slow traffic A4 heading out of town from the Hammersmith flyover to the Hogarth roundabout because of an accident. LBC 97.3 travel. There's more in half an hour.
James O'Brien, weekday mornings from 10.
Can birds suffer from vertigo?
If you open the window in a hot room, does the cold, or the hot air go out?
My question is, how fast would you have to drive, or whatever, westwards in order for the sun to not set?
You've been racking your brains for years, you've asked everyone you know, and even some people you don't know, but you still haven't got the answer you need.
James O'Brien's Mystery Hour, Thursday at 12.
We will have it.
With AQA. Text the letters LBC, followed by your question, to 63336. Answers cost just £1. LBC 97.3.
Sunset in Andalusia. Caribbean sunrise. The South African landscape. The urban jungle.
If you want to discover somewhere new, you'll keep returning to the same place. ebookers.com. Go online today. Smart bookers are e-bookers. ATOL protected.
I'm James O'Brien, and I know that being a parent is incredibly rewarding, but not always easy. That's why I've made a parenting podcast with Dry Nights on the sensitive issue of bedwetting. And that's why I also want to hear your parenting advice. It could win you £1,000 to make over your child's bedroom, and you may even get to share your wisdom on my show.
To download James' podcast and register your tips, log on to lbc.co.uk. Lighten the night with Dry Nights and LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening.
We're explaining... If you don't want to know how magic works, don't listen, but we're explaining how David Copperfield makes a train disappear. Marcus, please continue.
I'm trying my best to...
By the way, Chris has just shown me a video of how David Copperfield flies.
A video?
He showed me a video of how he does it.
Is that on YouTube as well?
Yeah. It's on some website.
Okay.
Right, go on.
If you look up Asra, A-S-R-A-H, because there's a guy on the YouTube underneath on the comments who mentions it. And I just went onto the site and on the Wikipedia site and had a look at it. And that's actually quite in-depth in its explanation of how sort of human levitation works. And I think it kind of works on the same principle. And then go to YouTube and look at another sort of video of a scene called The Lady Levitates. Hang on, let me just look at the computer and check it.
Is she sexy?
No, not at all.
Oh.
And it's actually quite ropey. It's some little community hall sort of magician in some sort of backwash town in Australia somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's done, but it's done so ropily you can almost see the kind of strings hanging from the ceiling sort of thing. And I think if you look at that, and that's kind of like an amateur version of what Copperfield was doing, basically. And I think that might explain the whole Asra thing. You can actually sort of see it working almost, and then what happens is the woman disappears, and then she comes back as the assistant.
Right.
So, I don't know,
But how does he make the flipping train disappear, Marcus?
Well, what I really believe it is that there's partly it's not what he's saying isn't true. Secondly, when there's a certain bit of it when he says there's no camera cuts or there's no edits,
Yeah.
but there's a certain bit of it where the top of the train as it's covered by the material is slightly out of shot. And I actually winded my screen on the computer to see if I could get the full picture. And it's not actually the computer; it's the way it's filmed.
Right.
So somewhere along the line. Why? Because the levitation, whenever they do stuff like that, it's always covered.
Yeah.
But if you can make it just disappear, it'll just disappear. But it's the fact that it's been covered over, and I believe it's collapsible.
Yeah.
And that somewhere in that process,
Yeah.
the collapsible train either goes down below the ground in some way, shape, or form, or it's taken up through the material out of shot.
Yeah.
It's either one or the other. But that's how it's.
I think it's taken down because there's a lot of looking at the top of the thing and looking up.
Yeah.
So I think it goes down. Whenever you're supposed to look somewhere, you always look in the opposite direction because that's where the trick's happening, isn't it?
Yeah. So once it's been covered, the collapsible mechanism. Well, the mechanism collapses then, and then it's removed somehow from underneath the sheet, and the sheet obviously is held by wires, which kind of keeps its shape, or it's replaced by, I don't know. Well, it hasn't replaced by anything because it disappears.
Well, there's always the option, Marcus, that he's actually doing real magic.
There is always that option, but it's David Copperfield, and let's face it, no.
He's a weird-looking fella, isn't he?
Isn't he? But then he was married to Claudia Schiffer for ages, wasn't he?
He was. I don't think he is anymore. I'm not sure.
No, not
could be
now.
doing him a disservice. All right, Marcus. Thank you very much for that. You don't know why Elvis was called the King, do you?
Because a lot of people thought, for some strange reason, that he made good music. But I just think he's a plagiarist, personally.
Oh, well, he stole black music and whitened it up a bit. But I'm not a fan of his 50s or 60s stuff. But I do like Fat Elvis in the 70s.
Yeah, but then he didn't really make stuff then, did he? Didn't he just revamp all the stuff that he...
Well, no, he did. He did some quite sort of nice, sort of middle-of-the-road AOR rock, which I quite liked.
Okay.
I find it good. Anyway, Marcus, listen, thank you for that.
All right, cheers, Ian.
Good lad, there we go. Right, 0870 90 90 973. Oh, Looney John, you know how David Copperfield makes a train disappear?
Good afternoon.
Merry Christmas.
Yes. And also I know why Elvis was called the King.
Oh, fantastic.
David Copperfield made the train disappear by magic.
Right, lovely.
Because he was a magician, and that's how he did it.
Yeah.
And Elvis Presley was called the King because his father before him was the king, and his father before him was the king.
Right.
And that's how the monarchy works, basically.
But I'm not sure he's actually a monarch, though.
Well, he was the king of Memphis. I mean, that's how the whole monarchy system works.
You could be right. John, thank you for that.
Globule.
There we go. Lara's in Stoke Newington, of all places.
Yeah.
Hi.
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 I know why he's the king.
Why?
Because he has the purest voice. I used to think, like everybody else used to do, that he had funny hair and wore weird clothes.
Are we talking about David Copperfield still?
Well, one could say the same thing about him,
Because he's a weird-looking fella, Copperfield. He's
yeah,
weird.
but he used to date Claudia Schiffer, so what's that all about?
Well, I wonder why she was attracted to a multi-millionaire magician with one eyebrow. I can't work it out.
I don't know.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But I saw Elvis in Vegas in the 70s.
Wow. This was before he died, yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was actually really there.
He was alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was on a photo shoot. I used to model years ago.
Oh, really?
And the next day I got to dance on the rooftops with Freddie Prinze. So how about that for a weekend?
I don't know who he is. Is he Freddie Prinze Jr.'s dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's Freddie Prinze Jr.?
He's the son.
Okay, excellent. Well, that's that cleared up.
But anyway, I went to see Elvis.
Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, it's something you have to do. You're in Vegas. You have to go see Elvis. You know, but I really wasn't expecting very much.
No.
But he comes on, you know, he's got the white glittery outfit. He's obviously wearing a girdle. A bit puffy, but not too much.
What year was this, Lara? Just so I
It
can
was
get...
like 75, I think.
Oh, so towards the end then, so he was getting bigger then.
But he wasn't as big and bloaty as he was at the end.
Oh, yeah, have you seen the pictures
He
of
was
him at the
still,
end?
yeah, but
Oh,
he
it
was
horrible.
still nice looking.
Yeah.
But
You would, if he'd have come on to you, you would.
No.
You would have.
No.
You would have had sex with Elvis. I would have had sex with Elvis. Even when he was massive?
No.
Oh, I think you're lying.
I think I'm not.
Oh, okay, well, let's agree that you're not telling the truth and carry on the story.
Okay.
Lovely.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so he comes on with a glittery white suit with the diamonds and all sparkly, and he gyrates and all of that.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's Elvis.
Yeah.
And then, third song into the set, he sings Danny Boy.
What?
Danny Boy.
Why?
I don't know. But I sat there transfixed.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
His voice was so pure. He could have given Pavarotti a run for his money. I'm telling you. It was that pure.
Yeah.
The tears start rolling down my cheeks. I couldn't believe it. He was, and in that moment, I remember thinking to myself, now I know why.
Yes, because he sings Danny Boy.
He's called the King.
That's not why he's called the King, though, because he made you cry in '75 when he sang Danny Boy, is it?
No, but I'm saying his voice was so pure that people think of him as a gyrating, thing.
Yes.
And that's not what he was about.
Oh,
He had, it's like Amy Winehouse.
What?
She's got the voice.
Yes.
That's why she's out there. That's why she's popular. And with Elvis, he had the voice.
That's not the reason she's out there, I think.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that he had the voice, and that's what his success was built upon. Okay. He had the voice. He had the talent.
I know who Elvis is.
I know.
I know you know.
I know.
Lara, thank you for that.
Okay.
I'm jealous you saw him.
I know.
Yeah, I know you know. Oh, God.
What?
It's the internet's latest flop, ladies and gentlemen.
Flop?
It's the G-Man.
What are you on about, flop?
Well, where are you in the iTunes charts?
Comedy charts, number 28.
Where am I in the comedy charts?
Like 14.
Oh, I've gone back up again, have I?
Yeah, you're like 40 in all of it.
Oh, I've got, yeah, so where are you in all of it?
Like 101.
It doesn't show over 100, does it?
Yeah, I know, but the guy that's above me, one place above me in the comedy charts is number 100, so I'm probably like 101.
So you're not officially in the top 100?
No,
that's disappointing.
No, it's not that much, because I'm just a simple lad, and you was on TV, and you're not doing that much better than me.
I'm 60 places higher than you.
You're 60 places, but this is a hobby. That's your life.
My life isn't doing podcasting.
It is a bit, though.
It is a little bit.
A little bit.
All right, just okay.
Anyway.
Yes, G-Man.
Number 28 in the iTunes comedy, yeah?
Okay, well
That
done.
means I'm the 28th best comedian in Britain.
Do you know what? It does, though, yeah.
It actually nearly does.
It actually nearly does.
I'm above Christian O'Connell. How must he feel? I'm above David Williams. Who else am I above? Benny Baker?
Okay, I'm not interested anymore. It's getting boring. So, what did you call in about?
I called in about Steve Irwin.
Oh, yes.
What are you saying about him?
There was a thing, the papers have gone now, but there was a thing in the papers, what did it say? Turtle bummers.
What?
Reptile.
What are you saying, though?
No, it's definitely turtle.
You're not going to say bums turtles.
No, I'm not going to say that, although we can't libel the dead. But we could probably libel the estate of Steve. No, but that was the headline. But I've not got the papers now, so...
so you don't know what it said?
No.
Does someone have the newspaper at home?
Probably.
Can you, ask?
Well, no.
All right. Anyway, why are you cussing Steve Irwin, anyway?
Oh, we're not cussing Steve Irwin.
You said he's the crocodile tormentor when he saved crocodiles around the world.
By tormenting them?
Wait, why is he tormenting them?
To save them.
Explain. You're not going to win this argument.
He tormented them for television.
No, he didn't. He's saving them from, if they got one leg.
Did you know that...
They was caught up in rope.
Did you know that, the bearskin hats that the guards wear, they're actually made of bear?
The bearskin what?
Okay, I'm talking to an idiot, aren't I?
Yeah, but you...
Yeah. Right. Oh, Paul?
Yes.
I'm going to have to come back to you after the news. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, this is Paul who I had a row with last night.
Look around you. How many of the people around you right now could become ill at any time? At GlaxoSmithKline, we undertake medical research to develop new drugs for today and tomorrow, We just need you to help us with our clinical trials at our research unit at Clinical Imaging Centre London. You'll be paid for your time and commitment if you take part in a study. So, if you're healthy and aged between 18 and 60, then call us today on 0800 707 6068. That's 0800 707 6068. Help us help people to do more, feel better, live longer.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
It's 8:30, I'm Jim Diamond. The driver of a National Express coach which overturned on the M1 in Buckinghamshire has been arrested on suspicion of drink driving and dangerous driving. 33 passengers on board the number 777 service from Birmingham to Stansted Airport had to be rescued and 6 are seriously hurt. Commuters here in London are having to contend with a 3-day tube strike. Members of the RMT union who work for collapsed maintenance firm Metronet have walked out in a dispute over job and pension security. It means only the Jubilee, Northern and Piccadilly lines, maintained by another firm, are operating. Mayor Ken is criticising the union, insisting there's no need for the stoppage. Gordon Brown insists the withdrawal of British troops from Basra City does not amount to a defeat. The PM's stressed that the movement of 500 soldiers from Basra Palace to a nearby airport was a planned move. And nearly 1 in 5 of us worry about money every day. According to a survey by Alliance and Leicester, anxiety is most likely to be triggered by receiving a bill. People's financial concerns increase at certain times of the year too, with more than half worrying more in the run-up to Christmas. And the weather, clear skies for tonight with a low of 10 degrees Celsius. Right now we have 17 degrees by Regent's Park. You're with LBC, it's now 8:31.
All right, Van Man, it's me, Lava Man. You know, bad guy, red hair, flames on a body. I hear you've got one of those Kangoo venture vans with air conditioning and free TomTom sat-nav, which allows you to discover the whereabouts of my volcanic lair and keep you cool enough to penetrate into its deep fiery centre. So, I'm moving. Yes, I'm moving. Somewhere you'll never find me.
The next train to Margate is now approaching. Thank you.
Blast.
The new Kangoo Venture with air conditioning and free TomTom, all for just $7,995. For more information, visit renaultvans.co.uk. Offer available for business users only. Renault, you guys are heroes.
LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Good evening. Call 0870 90 90 973.
Sing Hosanna's Agent Chris is back, so what fun. I've got a frog in my throat. Why was Elvis Presley called the King? Yes, Chris?
Is the party still going on?
Yeah, having a good time?
Yeah.
Good. What, mingle with the other guests, Chris? Did you mingle?
It's just Andy here.
We'll mingle with him.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, man. Good mingling.
Cheers.
Why was Elvis Presley called the King of Rock and Roll? David Copperfield, how does he make trains disappear? Is it Led Zeppelin to get him back together? Is that true? This is what you told me earlier on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, are Led Zeppelin getting back together? I'm not really that, but I don't really like them. They're rubbish. I've never heard Stairway to Heaven. There's something, isn't it? Can you believe that, Paul? I've never heard Stairway to Heaven.
Whatever.
Well, can you believe that, Paul?
Well, can I? Yes.
Have you ever heard Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah.
Are you an estate agent?
No.
What can I ask what you do for a living? Because we're having a debate last night.
Yeah, I did hear that. I mean, the show did get a hell of a lot better.
Right.
You know, with my excellent input from last night.
No, your phone call was the best part of the show last night, but not for the reasons you think it was.
Well, you know, I think after listening to the rest of the show, I think people would beg to differ.
No, I think people would beg to agree with me, because a lot of the emails and the phone calls, all of the phone calls I got about your call said it was one of the best bits, but again, not for the reasons that you think. For anyone who missed last night's show, Paul called in, and he was on the phone for about 25 minutes or so, 20 minutes, saying that the show wasn't very good. Didn't know what empathise mean. Didn't know... what was the other word you didn't know? Define.
No,
didn't know what definition meant. And also kept doing this brilliant thing where he was on his mobile phone, right? And when he was losing the argument, he kept going... and then put the phone down, right? But the thing that Lady Alex spotted was, when he was doing that, and pretending his signal was going, we could still hear the traffic in the background. That never broke. That signal never broke. So.
Can you do it again now?
Can you do it again now, Paul? Pretend your signal's going. That's exactly what he's doing. That was exactly what he's doing. Anyway, Paul, what can I do for you? You've called in again tonight. Good sport. What can I do for you?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you actually now know what the meaning of empathy was, because you clearly didn't know last night.
Okay, no, Paul, as I said last night, I don't know what empathy means, so could you tell me, please?
Okay, well, I've got a few examples for you. Since empathy involves understanding the emotions of other people, I thought I'd just characterise it for you.
Okay, well done.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I sense that Iain is feeling annoyed.
Right.
Okay, so it's via facial, vocal, or postural expression.
Right. So, Paul, could you do it, Paul, sorry, can I ask you a favour? Could you do it without reading it?
No.
So you have to read it?
I have to read it, yeah.
You have to... Let's just get this right.
I've done it especially.
Let's get this right. So the word empathy, that you couldn't... the only way you could define it last night was by saying it slower, which, as we know, isn't a definition. The only way you can define it now is by reading it. Have I got that right?
Well, you had me on the spot last night.
What, by asking you to define a word that you used in an incorrect sentence?
Do you know, I managed to get from just outside Southend to Greenwich.
I'm not interested
while I
in
was on the phone to you.
That bears no relevance to our conversation.
I had to concentrate on my driving, not...
No, but if the thing is, Paul,
really meant.
if you're going to use words, and if you're going to argue with people, and if you're going to criticise people, it is important, as I said last night, and you must know this, it is important to know what those words mean, because...
I wasn't criticising, it was constructive criticism.
Well, that's criticising.
Well, no, it's not.
Well, hang on.
Anyway, look, do you
hang on. No, I don't. No, I don't. So you're saying that constructive criticism isn't criticising people?
It's constructively criticising.
So it's criticising people, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Well done, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you have that one.
Well, thank you. The thing is, if you are criticising people, it is very important that you use the right words and you know what those words mean, because otherwise it can be very dangerous and it can lead to misunderstanding. And you used the word empathise in the wrong context, and you couldn't define it. When I asked you to define it, all you would do was say the word empathise slowly, as though that was in some way a definition, when it wasn't. It was just repeating the word. So now you've looked up the word. Well done. That's good. In fact, G-Man phoned up, Chris, and defined empathise. It took him two goes.
He did a good job.
All right, I'm talking to Chris. And he defined empathise better than Paul, because Paul didn't know it. But, Paul, you've looked it up. Well done, and that's good.
He probably looked it up himself.
Doesn't matter. You've looked it up, and so you've bettered yourself, so let's hear you using it. If you could do it without reading it, that would be great, because otherwise that's slightly dull radio. But if you need to read it, I'll make an exception, and away you go, lad. Good boy.
Okay, right. So if we start over, yeah? Okay, so I sense Iain is feeling annoyed. Okay, that's postural expression. Okay.
Sorry, what's postural expression?
Well, look, do you want me to finish this?
No, we're going to do this, and if you're going to read it, then you've got to indulge me slightly.
Well, I'd have to look it up.
So, you're saying stuff, Paul. What do you think postural expression means?
Maybe I could be your empathy correspondent, and I could come on and tell you what these things are.
No. What do you think, and this is an easy question, what do you think postural... What was the phrase again, sorry?
Postural expression.
What do you think, because you've taken the time to read this... What do you think postural expression means? And I'll give you a clue. It's very easy to work out.
Yeah, okay. All right, let me put that into my search engine quickly.
Okay, he's going to look it up. Well done.
Hang on.
If you're going to look it on the internet, Paul, I'm not interested. I want to know if you actually know what you're reading. Because if you don't, then I'm going to ask you to put the phone down and go away, because there's no point in you reading something that you don't know what it means.
You're losing the argument, which is why you're doing this.
Paul, there is no argument. Unless the argument is you don't know what postural means, which, it's a pointless argument. I can have a bigger and better argument.
Where you're standing, one would presume.
Okay.
Is it not? Would you agree with that?
Would I agree with what, Paul?
Would you the way that one carries oneself?
Well done. You've just looked it up. Well done.
No, I did actually. It came up saying it couldn't find anything. So.
Okay. Well, no, it's not quite. It's not quite the way one carries oneself. No, that's wrong.
What is it then?
It's postural. It's your posture, Paul.
Yeah.
And do you know what
carries oneself?
No, not quite. Not quite. Almost, but not quite. Do you know what posture means?
It's the way you stand.
Well done.
Allegedly.
Well, no, not allegedly.
Okay.
It's the way you stand.
Yeah.
Well done, Paul. Okay.
Thank you.
So and that's the thing. Some of these words, if you break them down, they are quite easy to work out what they mean. So let's carry on with the reading. Although I'm not gonna let you do too much of this, Paul, because it's quite dull, and you obviously don't know what you're saying, which again gets us nowhere, which gives us more words for you to look up.
I sense that you're getting annoyed.
But you're wrong.
But that's your vocal expression.
Okay, but
Getting out from that.
but you're wrong. I'm not. I'm so not annoyed. Do you know what, Paul? I have had one of the most annoying, crappiest weekends I've had in a long, long time for various reasons that I'm not prepared to go into now. So, talking to someone about the definition of the word empathy, believe you me, is not going to annoy me or affect me one little bit.
I'm just trying to pass the time.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, do you wish me to continue, or
Not really, but not really. But let's see how much further we can go with this, because it is slightly dull. We did this trick last night, Paul, and we did it excellently. And you're taking it no further. You know.
Well, I was hoping to try and add a little bit to it.
Well, but by what, Paul?
You're losing, and
No.
so you're choosing to argue with me instead.
Well, no, I'm not losing. The thing is, you're adding nothing, because what you're doing is you've written or you've copied and pasted a nice little bit off the internet, but you don't know what that means. This is your attempt at... You can't define a word or understand what a word means by using other words that you don't understand what they mean. That's obvious, isn't it? Isn't it?
Is John Gaunt on?
He's on TalkSport between 10 and 1, Monday to Fridays.
Yeah, that's a shame. I've missed him.
Yeah, well...
I'll have to tune into that tomorrow morning.
Yeah, please do. But again, Paul, it takes us back to the question... It takes us back to the question yesterday that was raised. Why listen to a show that you don't like?
I never said I did. Yeah, I missed the first hour, right, which apparently was quite good.
Right, OK, but I'm talking about this show specifically, because you're just implying there that you'd rather be listening to John Gaunt. The implication being, if I've got this wrong, I apologise, the implication being you don't like this show, but you like John Gaunt's show. Now, John Gaunt does a fine show, and of course that's great that you like him.
Show, doesn't he?
He does do a cracking show. But the implication is that you don't like this show. So I do have to ask the question, why listen to a show that you don't like?
Well, of course I like your show. Otherwise I wouldn't listen, would I?
Well, I don't know. This is what I'm trying to find out. It just struck me as odd then that you put in what I perceived to be a little dig about John Gaunt. I don't quite understand what the relevance of that was.
Well,
I mean, you know that John Gaunt isn't on now, so why mention that? What was the meaning behind that statement, Paul?
Well, look, I understand, Ian, that you're sort of going with a backhanded apology here, so, I accept your apology.
Well, there is no apology, but do feel free to accept...
We can move on from there.
No, we can't. We can't. I mean, there is no apologies, but feel free to interpret it any way you want, because we're beginning to learn your grasp of English is very poor. But I'm going to press you on this point, Paul. I don't get what the reference to John Gaunt was there. Why were you dropping that in?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Paul, listen, if you're saying stuff in a conversation that you don't know why you're saying it, I am going to say goodnight to you, mate, all right?
Goodbye.
Thank you. There we go. That was, and there was 25 minutes of that yesterday. It was better yesterday. He's tried to capture the magic and it's not worked. Jackie!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Jackie. That was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, gosh, what was he? Oh, gosh.
And he's an idiot, isn't he? Bless him.
Isn't it? Gosh, it was just bizarre.
Well, it's weird. He doesn't know what posture means. He doesn't know what empathise means. And then he says stuff and doesn't know why he's saying it. It's a weirdo. He drives a car, that freak.
You drive a car, though, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, well, yes, but I'm not mental like him. Anyway, Jackie, what can I do for you?
I rang to do my correspondent update.
Are you the high heels fencing?
Fencing in high heels.
Hit that update music!
It's time for the daily
8:43
Daily Correspondent Update. Brought to you every day. Daily.
Today's weapon update, Sabre, the 4-inch stiletto fencing. The domestic season kicked off last weekend with top junior and 2012 hopeful Alex O'Connell from Brentwood winning the Hamlet Open Men's Sabre for the 4th year in a row, taking out Scimitar's Neil Hutchison in the process. Rock on, Essex boy. Fellow 2012 and hopeful...
Carry on.
And South London's finest, Kira Roberts, knocked out Truro-based Katie Hendra to win her first Hamlet Open Women's Sabre title, proving once again that the kitten heel knocks spots off the ballet pump every time. The Essex Open, also held at the weekend, suffered from a distinct lack of white high heels and Diamante strappy mules in both the men and women's sabre categories, although there was a respectable display of white bags and trainers to compensate. Next week's update, Epee, the 70s platform of fencing. Pick the bones out of that one.
She's good. She is good. What was good about that, Jackie? Factually exciting, interesting, and erotic at the same time.
Oh, I thank you.
No, I thank you. Oh, hang on a second. Let's see. Line 5, what did you make of that?
Could you tell me the way to the toilet, please?
Well, yes. Sorry about that. Jackie, thank you for that. You can call in. We're doing it all this week, so if you want to call in with any more this week, you're more than welcome to.
I shall do so.
Thank you, Jackie.
Bye.
Bye-bye. PK has emailed in, does Paul know these words? It is illegal to drive a vehicle and use a handheld mobile phone. Yeah, I wonder if he does, because he may have been doing that last night. Right. 0870 90 90 973 is the telephone number. Oh, there was another question I wanted to ask. To Power on the news, because they're doing a new record or something, weren't they? They did China in Your Hands. What was the other hit? They did like Bridge of Fools or Spy of Love or something. I don't know. But they had another hit. And I can't think what it was. Charles?
Hello?
Do you know what To Pow's other hit was?
No.
OK, well, we'll come back to you after this. It's the travel news with Will Young.
Thank you very much. Because of the tube strike started today at 6 o'clock this evening. 9 out of 12 of our underground lines are still suspended because of strike action. Services not expected to return to normal until at least Friday morning. Piccadilly line is just suspended between Rayners Lane and Uxbridge, though. That's the kind of northwestern stretch, really, of the Piccadilly line, as only that part of the line is actually run by Metronet. Now, the Jubilee and Northern lines shouldn't be affected at all. However, there are likely to be some delays and overcrowding. And Docklands Light Railway is running a normal service as well. Full details of all the tube lines that are affected can be found on the travel pages of the website lbc.co.uk. The North Circular Road is still closed, heading northbound tonight at the Barking flyover because of an earlier accident. One lane closed on the North Circ eastbound as well because of an earlier van fire just after the Neasden interchange. And in Wembley, Harrow Road is closed both ways. That's because of an accident just around Wembley Hill Road. And slow traffic on the A4 going away from town from the Hammersmith flyover through to the Hogarth roundabout. That's due to an accident there. LBC 97.3 travel. There's more coming up in half an hour.
This Saturday, thousands of people will gather together for one challenge.
Together, they will walk 44 kilometres for charity through the streets of London to represent the 44,000 people diagnosed with breast cancer in the UK every year.
Together, they will share in a day full of achievement, ambition and pride.
Together, they will hope to raise more than £1 million to help fund vital breast cancer research and education work for breakthrough breast cancer.
You can join them. I'm Jo Parkinson and I will be taking part too in memory of my friend's mum. Come on down to Regent's Park from 4 p.m. and cheer me and my fellow walkers as we cross the finish.
The Aviva Walk London to Breakthrough Breast Cancer with LBC 97.3. Together, we will make a difference.
If you dream of being your own boss, start by asking more of your business bank account.
I want free banking for my first year in business. And my second?
I want a business manager who really understands my business and who's local.
I want help juggling my cash flow and a £500 no-fee overdraft to get me up and running in my first year.
At NatWest, we give you more of the things you really need to help make your new business a success. Call 0800 096 8825 or go to natwest.com to find out more. NatWest Business Banking. Another way.
Account opening and overdraft subject to status. Conditions apply.
LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Now, very exciting. This week, we're giving away an Xbox 360 HD DVD player. So you can play high-definition movies through your Xbox. Comes complete with Peter Jackson's King Kong HD DVD, all from softuk.co.uk. So that should be good. Right, Charles.
Right, good evening.
Good evening.
Elvis Presley.
Yes.
Did you know, he was quite a good singer, I think, but did you know that he used to sing out of tune?
Out of?
Out of tune. He didn't sing the
Out
notes,
of?
the pitch of some of his notes.
He sang out of what?
Out of tune.
Out of tune?
Yes.
Out of tune?
He used to sing a bit flat on some of his notes.
Right.
And now, if you don't believe me, if you listen to watch ITV,
yes.
There's an advert on there with it in the background, and one note he goes as flat as a pancake.
Right.
It was common knowledge.
Right.
Well, a bloke like that, why should he get where he was?
What, dead on the toilet? You wouldn't want that, would you?
No, but I'm talking about why
because he had a good voice.
Oh, he had a good voice. Why did they even bother to record him going flat? They could have.
I can tell you why.
Why?
Because he was very, very lazy. I'm guessing this song you're talking about is a late 60s or 70s song.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. But I know, because I've read some books about it, he was very lazy, and he didn't like doing more than 1 or 2 takes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you are.
There we go.
Oh, you're talking about words. I've got one for you.
Oh, okay. Is it a rude one?
No, really, I suppose.
Not really. Is it a racist one?
No.
Okay, so not like your jokes?
No, it's a little bit of a joke. You might laugh at it.
Oh, God.
Listen, ligamatutti.
Ligamatutti?
No, ligamatutti.
Ligamatutti?
Yeah.
Ligamatutti, okay.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
I've got you at last, haven't I?
Well, yes, Charles, you've got me. If getting me means I don't know what ligamatutti means, then you have definitely got me, yes.
Well, do you want to know?
Not really.
Go on, let me tell you.
I'm not that bothered.
Let me tell you, come on.
I don't really want to know.
I'm sure all your listeners will.
I bet they don't.
I bet they do.
I bet they don't.
Well, let me tell you.
Hang on a minute. I think line 5. Do you know what ligamatutti means?
It means dog.
Does it?
No.
Well, thanks for calling, Charles.
I'll tell you what it means.
No, you don't need to.
It means...
No, you don't need to tell us. No, you don't need to tell us. You don't need to tell us. No, you don't need to tell us.
Yeah, it's soft.
No, you don't need to tell us.
I knew you'd laugh.
Good lad. Thanks, Sir Charles. Bye-bye. He didn't tell us. I faded him down, so I don't know what it means. And I'll be listening to Clive, because I'm sure that Charles will phone up Clive later on and tell him what ligamatutti means. James is in Romford.
No, it's Mitch. Mitch Pileggi.
Oh, from the X-Files.
Yeah, you may remember me as Skinner from the X-Files. James has just nipped downstairs. How are you today?
I'm fine, yes, thank you. Now, I never used to watch the X-Files, but I believe it was... So who were you in the X-Files?
Well, I never watched it either myself. I never watched my own work. But, yeah, I was the chief. I told Duchovny and Anderson what to do.
Okay.
So, yeah. Hey, listen, James called me up. I'm a good friend of his, and he wanted me... you may have seen me on Magic Tricks Explained on Sky One.
Again, no, I've missed that one.
Right, okay. Well, obviously I'm good friends with Copperfield and all the greats.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ring up and tell you how the... you may remember me from the X-Files.
Well, I didn't watch the X-Files, but yes, I'm aware you were in it, yes.
Yeah, and these showgirls, they're just for show.
What other things might I remember you from?
Well, I was in the X-Files as Skinner, and...
Right, yes, and...
they cut me out of that, and I came back as like Ghost Skinner. So I guess that's 2 parts I've played.
Yeah.
And yeah, you may remember me. I did the Magic Tricks Explained.
Okay, so those 2 things. Did you do anything? Did you do anything else?
I've done a couple of movies. You probably wouldn't have heard them. Hey, to POW. They came over in the U.S. and that was that hit you couldn't remember the name of. It was actually on a Levi's advert. I think it was called Heart and Soul.
Heart and Soul it was, yes, thank you.
And around about that time, I know you're a big Monkees fan, they recorded a...
Heart and Soul?
Version. Yeah, well, they recorded a version of I'm a Believer as well.
Who did?
To POW, they did their own version.
Really?
A rock version of the Monkees' I'm a Believer.
Because I know at that time the Monkees released a rubbish album in the 80s called Pool It that had a song called Heart and Soul on there.
Right, okay, so there may be some kind of link there. That's kind of like the X-Files, isn't it, in a way?
Not really.
Right, okay. Hey, do you want to know what happened about this train?
How did David Copperfield make a train disappear?
Well, although it's a huge train setup, the technique used is simple. You got to remember, these are trained professionals.
Yeah.
Initially, when he covers the train with a curtain, the train quickly goes into a secret compartment. Now, those girls in the tight dresses on the side, they're just to distract you from the actual trick. They're nothing to do with the trick at all. Now, below the ground, and simultaneously, the girls that are waving those big feathers around, that's nothing to do with the trick. It's just to distract you from the actual trick.
Right.
Just like on the X-Files when we were doing... Hey, well, maybe I'll tell you about the X-Files later. Anyway, he holds the curtain up with a collapsible wire frame, which has the same framework as that of the train. He then lifts the frame and the curtain up with some very thin wires. These are special wires. They look really thin. Look like they couldn't even hold your mother up. But they will hold nearly 60 times their own weight, which we cannot see.
Their own weight, yes.
Which we cannot see due to the bright lights and the girls in the skimpy outfits. And finally, when he pulls the curtain down, the frame collapses and falls along with the curtain. Check out the shape of the curtain as it falls down. It's that simple. I'm Mitch Pileggi.
Thank you, Mitch.
That's no problem, Ian. I'll speak to you soon.
Please do call in again. I've enjoyed your call very much.
By the way, James said he wants to be your correspondent for weird things on the internet. I don't know whether you want to...
I'm up for that. And what I wouldn't mind, Midge. Is it Mitch or Midge?
It's Mitch. It's Mitch. You can call me what you like, Ian. I mean, a lot of people who know me call me Skinner.
Well, okay. Well, I'll call you Skinner. Skinner, would you like to call in maybe once a week or so and just explain mysterious things to us?
Yeah, sure, that'd be great. I mean, you'd have to give me a date and tell me what you want to discuss and everything. But I'm kind of busy with the X-Files exhibitions, and Patrick Stewart wants me to go over to some exhibition and be his head for a bit. I'm not sure what all that's about, but yeah, give me a call. I'll get James to email you the number.
Okay, well, thanks very much, Mitch. Skinner.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Take care now.
There we go. What a lovely, lovely gentleman. Let's have the adverts, please.
Wow, I have never, ever done that before.
Me neither. No, that was a first for me. Did any of you expect the umbrella to be there?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I liked it.
Me too.
Missed an unbelievable episode of Skins? Catch it an hour later on Channel 4 Plus One. Now available on Freeview, Sky and Virgin Media.
That was definitely the most explicit episode we have ever recorded.
Definitely.
NBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870 90 90 973.
So, Chris, there's something else I should have told you.
Yeah?
Every Friday at 8 o'clock, I produce the show, but it isn't the show, it's the Real Yasser show.
Has that started?
It started. We did it, not last week. We had one episode.
Yes.
And Helen didn't want to work with him because she thinks he's weird. It's true. I didn't say that to Yasser. I said that so she did.
What did she do?
She went downstairs and had a massage. So I produced it. I just answered the phone. It turns out, being a producer, all you have to do is answer the phone. All you have to do is go, LBC, what would you like to say to the Real Yasser? OK, I'll call you back if you've got time. LBC, what would you like to say to the Real Yasser? OK, if we've got time, I'll call you back. Hello, yeah, you want to speak to the Real Yasser? I'm going to put you on hold and he'll come to you next.
No, you
okay.
don't.
That's all you do. What else do you do as a producer? What else?
There's stuff down in the office I do.
Like what? Nothing. I did it. I can produce a show. I produced a radio show. And I'm going to win a Sony producing that show.
You can't do the stuff in the office.
What? Look at the girls. I can do that. Anyway, so he's coming in this Friday. Even though I'm not here, it's Nick Abbott, so I'll leave you to explain that to Nick. But next Friday, I'm in, so it was really going to start. And apparently he's got he brought all his, he had all these clips and stuff, but he brought them on a dongle, on an MP3 dongle that you plug into the computer, and we couldn't get it to work because he's a muppet. So, I don't know, he said he'd email me the stuff, but he hasn't. So that's one of the many changes that's happened.
Any complaints?
I've got one complaint.
Oh, yeah?
It was actually all right. He wasn't as much of a spanner as we were banking on, so, it's kind of backfired on us in that he did it all right. He did 2 topics. Have you ever won a Blue Peter badge and ever met a celebrity? But it was all right, and it turns out when he's in front of a microphone, he can actually speak properly. I don't know what the problem is on the phone.
Maybe it's just his phone.
Maybe, but I think he's got a theme tune. I think he's having guests as well. So, I think he is.
Is he arranging the guests?
Yes, he is. We need to get him a cab home, that's the only thing. He didn't know that he could get cabs. We were offering him a cab. He goes, no. He thought he had to pay for it. Dave is in the barking.
Oh, am I really?
Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, David.
Yes. Well, Paul and Mona I empathise with and sympathise with, or I may be apathetic.
Yes.
But what's the Japanese band? It's something Recorder Quartet, isn't it?
The Recorder Quartet.
What's that? Q-U-R-A?
K-U-R-I.
Yep.
C-O-R.
Oh, yeah.
D-E-R.
Yep.
Quartet.
Oh, nice.
And they are absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I know. I've heard them. You played them. They're superb.
We're trying, and I don't know. I'm in talks with people to get one of them in the studio and to get the other members on the phone in a couple of weeks.
Oh, well.
And we're going to get a translator in and stuff. So I'm trying to sort it out. It's all very tricky, but hopefully that will happen.
Oh, nice one, Ian.
Cheers, David.
Thanks for that, Chris back.
Yeah, well, take care.
Yeah, right.
He's not put the phone down. Dave, put the phone down! David! Dave, come back and put the phone down! You haven't, I can hear you! Thank you. Right. Eduardo?
Yo.
I have to come back... What?
Yo.
Yeah, I have to come back to you after the news.
Hey.
Yo, okay. 087, that's how he talks now. 0870 90 90 973. Last call of the show. Let's just say, if you called up now, there's a very strong chance you'll get on. It's very quiet. Thank you.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
At 9, M1 coach crash, driver arrested. Tube trouble set to last 3 days, and will Henri's divorce hit him hard in the wallet? It's 9 o'clock, I'm Jim Diamond. Police have arrested the driver of a National Express coach which overturned on the M1. 6 people are seriously hurt following the crash near Newport Pagnell services at around 4 o'clock. The coach driver is arrested on suspicion of drink driving and dangerous driving. Superintendent Mick Dorr from Thames Valley Police says it happened as the coach pulled into services.
The coach has come off the slip road. It's clear that the vehicle has collided with the curb on the far side of the bend, and it's then toppled over onto the driver's side, slid and come to rest against a tree and a lamppost.
More than 2,000 maintenance workers on the tube have started 3 days of industrial action, bringing most of the network to a standstill. Last-minute appeals from the Mayor have failed to stop the action by RMT members working for Metronet. They say guarantees they wanted over jobs and pensions haven't been met. Ken Livingston says they have. Downing Street's told LBC it hopes the unions and Transport for London can reach an agreement as soon as possible. At the moment, 3 of the 12 tube lines are running, and these people we've spoken to in London have made other plans for the rest of the week.
Yeah, it's really very difficult for us, but I'll be late to work, but probably I'll take the bus.
I'll stay at home. We're going to take the bus and train, we hope. We hope not to get around tomorrow, so we're going to stay in.
And stay with LBC for the latest travel situation. A drug addict from southeast London has been jailed after a series of violent knife-point robberies on trains. Leon Barkley from Lewisham threatened to stab his victims if they didn't hand over cash. Michael Trabolsi has more from the LBC News Centre.
The 26-year-old has pleaded guilty to 3 robberies on trains between Hither Green and Lewisham. He'd start talking to passengers before asking to use their mobile. When they refused, he'd pull a knife out and threaten to attack them. One of his victims fought him off and he was later arrested. The judge says there's a real chance he'll re-offend to feed his drug habit and has therefore given him an indeterminate sentence in order to protect the public. He's eligible for parole in 3.5 years.
Breast cancer may be linked to the use of deodorants. The potential connection has been established after tests on women who had mastectomies found high levels of aluminium in breast tissue. Thierry Henry could be facing the biggest ever divorce payout by a footballer. The former Arsenal star and his now ex-wife Claire Merry have been granted a quickie separation in London after 4 years of marriage. Leyton Orient are 1-0 up against Notts County in the second half of their Johnston's Paint Trophy meeting. Economy got the goal just before half-time. London's travel news in Wembley. Harrow Road is closed both ways because of an accident around Wembley Hill Road. And if you're away from a radio, want to stay in touch with the latest news, weather and travel, call 0901 723 6666. Calls cost 35 pence a minute from a BT landline. Other networks and mobile rates may vary. London's weather clear and cool tonight with a low of 10 degrees Celsius. Right now we have 17 degrees in Westminster. Tomorrow a bright start, cloud later. You're with LBC, it's 9:03.
Million ears listening and over 500,000 voices talking. This is London's biggest conversation. LBC. LBC 97.3.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Good evening.
Here till 10 o'clock, and then Clyde Bull is coming on. He's been very good recently, so itchy nose and a surprise. Should be worth a listen. 0870 90 90 973. We're trying to find out. Well, here are the questions. Why is Elvis Presley called the king of rock and roll? Is Led Zeppelin getting back together? This, Chris, where did you hear this nonsense?
On the internet.
Okie dokie, the home of facts. The home of facts. And it's correspondent week. If you want to call in and do a correspondent update any point this week, 0870 90 90 973. And does anyone still watch Hollyoaks? I saw a bit of it the weekend. I used to quite like Hollyoaks because it was full of fit girls. And was quite pleasant sort of Sunday morning hangover TV. You quite enjoy it for that.
Do you watch the Omnibus?
Well, I used to watch the Omnibus, yeah. And I would watch it in the week sometimes when I was around. But I'd like the Omnibus. I'd get up or watch it in bed, with a bit of a hangover or whatever. And I watched some at the weekend. And I didn't know any of them. I didn't have a clue what was going on. So does anyone actually still watch it? It seems a little bit past its prime. 0870 90 90 973. Now, it's our low auction time, ladies and gentlemen, and we all love this. You could win a 42-inch Samsung Plasma TV, and it ends at 11:30pm tonight in the How Low reverse auction. Remember, it's the person with the lowest unique bid that wins the game. The lowest bid in pence that nobody else makes before the end of the auction at 11:30pm tonight. It's a Samsung 42-inch Plasma TV with HD ready with built-in Freeview. Fast motion technology provides clearer, sharper and more vibrant images, and it has a minimalist and stylish look. To bid, text LBC plus your bid in pence to 88821. So to bid 65 pence, you text LBC 65 to 88821. Lines close at 11:30pm tonight. Bidders must be over 16. Bids cost £1.50 plus your standard network rate. See www.lbc.co.uk for the full terms and indeed conditions. Edvardo.
Si, senor. You know, my girlfriend watches Hollyoaks.
Does she?
I was going to say I, but I don't. It's on in the background. It's rubbish. None of the original characters. Jambo's not in it anymore, and all those people. It was good then.
They have pretty girls in it, though.
They do have some pretty girls. That's not what I called in about.
No. Well, Gemma Atkinson may be co-hosting the show with me.
Do you know what? I don't know who Gemma Atkinson is.
Oh, are you near a computer?
I can be shortly.
Well, after this phone call, or during this phone call, however you can, type in Gemma Atkinson. It's Gemma with a G.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, you're going to do it now?
Yeah.
By the way, everyone can do this at home now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to type in Gemma
Do you
Atkinson.
know your theme music is in the key of G?
Which theme music?
The do-do-do.
Gemma Atkinson. Do pages from the web, not just from the UK, because you get some
images. Oh.
Yes. Is
the
Gemma...
towel one's nice.
The what one?
The black and white towel one.
Where's that? Oh, I haven't got that one up here.
Oh,
this is a nice one. I've got Gemma Atkinson with one of the bikes. Look at that. She's wearing a one-piece lycra bodysuit.
Lovely. I haven't got that one either.
Type in Gemma Atkinson bike.
Do you think that's her producing suit?
Yeah, I think so. And Gemma Atkinson bike. Yeah, there we go.
No.
First picture that comes up there.
No, it's just a topless one in the water.
Really? If you typed in Gemma Atkinson bike.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, I spelled Gemma wrong. Hold on.
Oh, you muppet.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'd get on that bike.
Yeah.
I'd ride it until I fell off.
Oh, see, I was going to say that, but that's wrong.
I was talking about the bicycle, not.
Oh, right.
And I'm not making vulgar innuendo, for God's sakes, man. I'm above that.
I should so.
Anyway, what do you want, freak?
I've got an idea to boost your ailing shindiggery ratings, right?
Oh, yes, please. If anyone doesn't know, this is my podcast that I do for free. There's nothing to do with this show, and I probably shouldn't mention it, but it's going down. Although it's gone back up the chart again.
Oh, has it? Oh, well, this idea may be rather redundant, but it's a good one, right?
Yeah.
And it was G-Man inspired it.
Okay.
Right, so that G-Man's done a podcast.
Yeah.
So everybody should podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, so you could just, the whole of the LBC freaks could take on the whole top 25 of iTunes.
Yeah.
And then they could all feed off each other. And then, when you look back in history, like they do now with the fantastic moments of the human zoo.
Right.
You could say, you did that.
Right. Okay, so you're saying everyone... By the way...
I'm not explaining it very well.
No, you're not. For anyone who's never done it...
I have a diction problem.
You have what?
Addiction problem.
You have addiction problems? Well, you can go to groups for that now.
Yes.
So anyone, podcasts on the iTunes, type in Iain Lee, type in G-Man, type in Shindiggery, whatever. It's the easiest thing in the world to put your own podcast out and there. And I thoroughly recommend that everyone should have a go. And not because of Eduardo's rubbish idea to take over the top 25. That's nonsense.
But I think that would be brilliant.
It would be brilliant, but it wouldn't work.
Why?
Because I don't know how iTunes do their charts. I think they've got some weird calculation system going on.
It's really hard to get stuff on iTunes. They got like so many filters and people checking stuff.
Well, what stuff? What have you tried to get stuff on there?
Oh, unbelievable!
I got stuff on there.
Me back.
I got it on there really easily.
I think I like funny foreign music.
Well, but if it's your own music though, is it?
Yeah.
Well, then they should put it up.
Oh, I haven't got a route. I have to get a route in. They just like the impossibility. Anyway,
Are you trying to put them up as individual songs or a podcast?
No, podcast is easy. Anyone can do that.
All right, calm down.
Podcast is simple. All you got to do.
What's he getting aggressive for? What's he getting aggressive for? What have I done? I'm just trying to help him. Go on.
All you got to do is submit URL, right?
Yes.
Once you submit an URL, then it goes straight up there.
Yes.
They don't even check it.
Right, but you're trying to release songs so you can make a bit of money, are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, shame on you.
Well, absolutely. I know it's not in the spirit of things, is it?
No. Anyway, anything else?
No.
All right, bye.
Ciao.
Yeah. Midge.
What do you...
Hey, Chris. Midge.
It's a party. It's a party.
Oh, hang on. It's
a party. Hooray!
Oh, hang on a minute. It is Chris's party. Let's celebrate. Hang on a second.
It's a party. It's a party,
All right.
Chris.
Okay.
Well, Chris, where are the girls?
Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. This is Chris. Listen to this, Chris. Right, I paid $6.49 to download this album from the iTunes. Right, all they've done, and this is brilliant. All they've done is record a record playing and put it on iTunes. This is genuinely downloaded off iTunes. Listen to the beginning of this. You've got to listen carefully. Okay, I'll put it up as loud as I can. You can hear the needle. You can hear that.
Baba booey, baba booey.
Shut up. Listen.
Baba booey.
Shut up. Will you shut up? Listen. You can hear the needle. This is off iTunes.
It does me pay for it.
I downloaded this. Paid $6.49 for this. Who is it? Who is it? It's the Governor. It's Ross Abbott. You never heard this song?
No.
Come on, listen to it. Listen to it. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. It's a party, Midge.
It's a party. It's a party.
Oh, what an atmosphere. I love a party with a happy atmosphere. You never heard this song?
La, 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 la.
No. You shut up, Midge.
Oh, it's a party.
Shut up. Yeah, and you're about to get booted out. He's drunk too much. Well, no, yes. Right. Will you shut up, Midge? I'm going to ask you to leave in a minute.
Oh.
So it's a rubbish song, but it's got a brilliant reference to Frankie Goes to Hollywood in it. Hang on. Hang on.
We can make it last forever.
There we go.
When we're dancing with the gang. Well, you got your favorite
You've got your favourite records, and Frankie's got his band. Is that a Frank? You've never heard this song?
No.
You've never been to a rubbish party in the 80s and heard this?
No.
Listen. Oh, what an atmosphere. I love a party with a happy atmosphere. Sing it with me, Bill. Come on. So we take you there, and you and I'll be dancing in the cool night air. Oh, what an atmosphere. I love a party with a happy atmosphere. Sing it, Bill. Music everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Dancing in the cool night air. There's a whistle. I love a party with a happy atmosphere. Let's do the conga. Come on. So let me take you there, and you and I'll be dancing in the cool night air. Oh, what an atmosphere. Etc. etc.
Grab my hips.
What sort of a surprise party is that, Ian?
Yeah, me. To be honest, mate, I think you've had a bit too much to drink. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, what's up, Ian?
Yo.
Right, that was interesting.
It was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Erotic? Was it erotic?
Not in the slightest.
Oh, okay, that's disappointing. I was trying to be erotic there.
Okay. I've got, I can get you up to speed on Hollyoaks if you want.
Yeah, go on then, get me up to speed on Hollyoaks.
Basically, yeah, you've got this girl called Hannah, yeah?
Yeah.
And she's quite fit, and she's just done her exams, yeah, and she's done all right.
Yeah.
But her friend, yeah, she's a model, and she's anorexic.
Right.
and her friend, who is older, is encouraging this girl to become an anorexic as well, yeah?
Are all of these girls you mentioned so far fit?
No, the model girl, she's really ugly, man.
Okay.
But basically, this Hannah girl, because she's become an anorexic...
Yeah, I'm going to play the Hollyoaks theme tune while you're doing this, so carry on.
Yeah, man.
Carry on.
Anyway, the anorexic girl who's encouraging Hannah to become anorexic,
Yeah.
Hannah's parents thinks that she's on drugs because she's lost a lot of weight and she's making herself throw up and stuff.
She's making herself fart?
No, throw up.
Throw up, right, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically this family, they've got like the oldest son, his best friend is called Gilly.
Right.
And he was looking after her while her family was in France.
Yes.
And basically he knows about this girl's bad, and he's encouraging her not to hang around with this model chick.
Yeah.
And she's accused him of touching her.
Right.
And basically that's all sorted out now. And she's tricking her, like the parents know that he's not touching her.
Yeah.
And, she's basically lying to them, tricking them.
Well, thanks for that, Bill.
Right.
Oh, is it not finished?
No.
Okay, well, I'll play the theme tune again. Travel will have to wait. This is more important. Okay, well, carry on.
Okay. So she's seen a doctor.
Yeah.
And had a meal with the family, making out she's eating and that, so they think she's fine. They've let her go out, and she's visited this girl, Melissa, in the hospital because she's collapsed and basically she's lost a lot of weight and she's dying.
Yeah.
So she's persuading her to run away, and they're going to run away. So that's the boring one out of the way. Here's the juicy one, yeah?
Okay.
Russ and Mercedes, they got married, yeah?
Right.
Mercedes is really fit. Have you ever seen her?
No, I haven't.
Please look at her, please.
Okay, I'll look at her while you carry on telling us.
Okay. Anyway, she slept with the local criminal on a...
The local what, sorry?
The local criminal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On a hen night.
Oh, she got black hair, dark hair?
Yeah, man.
Oh, she's fit, man.
Yeah?
Oh, look at her, hello.
Yeah?
Yeah, alright, carry on.
So, basically, this guy is accused of pushing another fit woman off of a club roof when he was sleeping.
Well, thanks for that, Bill. Is it not finished yet?
No.
Okay, we're really late for travel, but let's carry on. This is more important.
This guy was sleeping with Mercedes.
Yeah.
At the time, he's accused of pushing this woman off of a club roof.
Yeah.
She's trying to fit him up, because she hates him.
Right.
So Mercedes testifies in court that she slept with this guy, gets him off the hook, but her husband's in the dock watching.
Yeah.
So now they've split up.
Yeah.
Now Russ is cracking onto her sister Carmel, who's blonde, and she's not as fit. And that's quite good. Can I come back after travel?
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Thank you. Will, I know that London is closed down tonight and no one can get home.
Very serious.
But we're trying to find out what's happening in Hollyoaks.
That's fine.
Sorry, boss.
That's
if
cool.
you could make it a short one.
A bit of a snappy one, yeah?
If you could, good lad.
Okay.
Thank you, Will.
On the tubes, because of the strike, 9 out of the 12 lines are suspended. Services not expected to return to normal until Friday morning. Piccadilly is only suspended between Hyde Park Corner through to Uxbridge, and the Jubilee and Northern Line services shouldn't be affected at all. However, there likely to be some delays and overcrowding as well, but certainly not suspended. Docklands Light Railway is running a normal service. All the details you need are on the travel pages of the website. That's lbc.co.uk. On the roads, not much happening actually this evening. It's a pretty quiet one. There is a lane closed still on the North Circular eastbound for repair works just after the Neasden interchange. And Greenwich South Street is closed heading eastbound because of water main works between Greenwich High Road and Royal Hill. LBC 97.3 travel. There's more coming up in half an hour.
Steve Allen. He'd like a word in your ear.
There's nothing worse. Has anybody ever done that to you? Tongues in ears. Oh, dear Lord. There's anything going in my ears, a cotton bud. I know you shouldn't put cotton buds in your ears. Everybody tells you that, don't they? But what are they for, then? Explain to me, what are they for? Are they for cleaning parts on your computer? What are they for? Go on, tell me. You've got no idea, have you? Because I get through no end of cotton buds. Not telling where I use them, because private. What are you supposed to do with them? Make models?
Steve Allen, weekday mornings from 5 on London's biggest conversation. LBC 97.3.
If If you want to make your life a little more fruitful, LBC 97.3 and hotcourses.com have the answer. Whether it's giving your brain a workout or your career a healthy boost, hotcourses.com has details of thousands of courses, from computing to photography and everything in between. And you can even read student reviews to help you choose, or check out the new Hot Courses magazine in all good newsagents. Hotcourses.com with LBC 97.3.
LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870 90 90 973.
Bill, how much more of this is there?
I've worked out a way to sum it up pretty quickly.
Okay, could you sum it up in a minute?
Minute and 30. Deal?
Deal.
No deal. Thank you.
Deal.
All right, then. Should we start now?
Yes.
Cool. All right, then. Let's go on to another storyline. There's these guys, they're about 18, and they're in a band. One's called Fletch, and basically these two girls, they want to get with him, yeah? The pretty one, called Sasha, she's Chung. She just wants to, like, be nice and slow and all that, yeah? But the slutty one, Mercedes' sister, who's quite ugly, actually, she has offered him sex. So he's got a dilemma at the moment, you know what I'm saying? So...
Does he take it slow with a pretty girl, or have it quick and filthy with an ugly girl?
Do you want to see a picture of the pretty girl?
Not really.
Okay, anyway. No. He gets advice from this local creep in a pub.
Yes.
And he says that sex is like a famine, and eat off the plate, big boy. That's what he said. So basically, yeah, he goes and meets the ugly one.
Yeah.
And she's looking quite fit, actually. She does look quite fit. She done herself up, and she took him up, and
what?
They done it. What? And then, but basically, yeah, the slutty one, she don't fancy him because she only wants to get in his band.
Right.
So she's sleeping with him to get in the band.
Right.
But the buff one, the really nice one, yeah, she's like proper.
Yeah.
And he ain't interested, but
okay.
I think he might bang her soon.
Okay. I said you're right. Okay. Well, I think we got there. In the end. I have apologies there to anyone. Yes. It's good evening. Good evening. Yes, there we go. We've caught up with Hollyoaks there in maybe a way that perhaps is slightly inappropriate, but never mind.
It was very good. It was much better than watching on TV.
Oh, wasn't he just?
Oh, much better. In fact, they should just get rid of the TV series and put him on.
Put Bill on. Yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
Much better.
Anyway, Paul, what can I do for thee?
Yes, you can. You can use your video camera on your Mac. It works.
No, I'll stop you there.
What?
I didn't mention a video camera.
Oh, is it your SLR?
No.
Your camera?
No.
Your webcam?
No.
Your
No.
cam?
No. My what?
Cam.
Not my cam, no.
Your cam, yeah.
It's my video recorder I want to connect to it.
Oh, your video recorder? Yes, you can.
How? It hasn't got... I looked at the back and it hasn't got the sockets I need.
Oh, we'll throw it away and get another video recorder. It has got the sockets you need.
Well, it hasn't. To connect a VHS, VCR?
Yeah.
No.
You've not got SCART or anything?
No. So now it turns out you're just guessing.
I am just guessing.
Well, that's no good. I want someone who knows what they're talking about.
Oh, and I've done some exams and all that stuff. I even did people's computer networks.
I was in the... Because the thing with the PC is you can always buy more stuff and just clip it in the back.
Yeah.
Easily done. You just take
Oh, yeah, you can't so much with Macs.
You can't with Macs because it's all a closed unit. This is my worry, is I'm going to need... I do need to connect VCR to it, as video cassette recorder, to it, and I don't know how you do that. So if anyone can tell me, call me. And also, it does worry me, the fact that you can't open up the back and slot in a few more bits and pieces.
Oh, well, burn a disc of your video...
Yeah, how would I do that?
From your PC.
But I don't want my PC.
Oh, right.
I want to get a Mac. That's the thing. I'm not going to get a Mac so that I have to use a PC to do what I want to do on the Mac.
Yeah. True, but that's not why I called in.
Okay, thank God for that, because that was rubbish.
It was rubbish, wasn't it?
Yes.
Listen, Ian, you need correspondence.
Right.
How does this sound? And I will take it... This is a scientific, serious scientific offer.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
The Swingers and Fetish Club correspondent. I'll actually even go to one. I'll check them out on the internet.
I wasn't listening to what you were talking about because I'm reading an email. Sorry.
Oh, right, okay.
Hang on, let me just do this. Hang on, yes. Get him to...
You tell him, Ian.
No, I'm just asking someone to call in once a week. I'm going to forward that to me, because I said that there. Oh, Neil keeps disappearing. Right, yes, go on.
Right, now, this is a scientific, proper offer in terms of correspondence.
Right.
Right? The Swingers and Fetish Club correspondent.
Right.
I'll go journalistically to a club.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll report about it.
Right.
And I'll even look on some on the internet and tell you what they say about them.
Do you know Midge, who calls in?
I remember the name.
What was his MySpace page? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember his MySpace page.
Because apparently there's a picture up on him. So hang on.
Do you know something about MySpace and Facebook?
What?
I've heard that all the women on MySpace are very dirty, and the ones on Facebook are all sort of really sweet and innocent and lovely.
I could believe that.
That's what I've heard.
So you want to go to sex parties for us?
Yeah.
I'll say no, Paul, but thanks for the offer.
Okay.
Good lad. Neil.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Neil. Sorry we lost you there for a minute.
That's all right. You were saying you like Galactica earlier on.
I like Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
I've watched the pilot episode and half of episode 1, and I am in love with it.
It's a brilliant series.
Oh.
Have you seen the original?
Do you know, I vaguely remember it with the Face Man from the 18 Minutes.
That's right.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. I think it was just a little bit before my time, but I've seen it, yes.
Right, well, Face Man played Starbuck in the original.
I thought he did, yes. That rang a bell.
The thing which put me off a little bit at first was the fact that you've got Apollo and Starbuck having this, love relationship.
Right. Was Apollo in the other one as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was Adama's son in the first one.
Okay, right.
So I wonder if the original series, Face Man and that, actually had a bit of a sort of an underlying gay theme to it, possibly.
Oh, well, I suppose there could have... I've met the Face Man. He's one of the nicest, most mental people I've ever met in my life.
He seems it, yeah.
He is absolutely bonkers. But we had him on the phone, didn't we, Chris? We did, yeah. Did we?
Who, the Face?
The Face Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had him on the phone. I met him on another programme as well, and he's mental, but brilliant.
He seemed a really nice guy, because I saw that Reunite the A-Team programme.
Oh, yeah.
He was really great on that.
He's a very friendly, open gentleman, and it's, maybe we should try and get him back on, I think, actually, because that'd be quite good luck.
Oh, that'd be great.
But yeah, is the old Battlestar Galactica, is that any good, or was it more like a kid's show?
Well, the first pilot series, the pilot episode of it, was very, very close to the one that you've just watched.
Oh, really?
And it was very dramatic, but during sort of the end of season 1 and going into season 2, then they went on to Galactica 80 and ones after that.
Galactica 80?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, that was one where they actually reached Earth.
Oh, crikey.
And it was done on the cheap because it was using all the effects from the original series.
Right.
But they just had a couple of different actors playing the sort of like the sons of the original actors.
Yes.
Flying around on these flying motorbikes.
Right.
And doing the sort of things that Knight Rider does.
Right, okay, yes.
So it went a bit downhill towards the end, but it's worth watching the first series.
Okay.
But what I really want to do is recommend another one to you, Firefly.
Oh, no, I've heard of... Yes, no, that's the thing, I didn't finish it, and then they made the film.
That's right.
Okay.
I really can recommend it, because first of all, when it was first on, I looked into it, and I thought, oh no, cowboys in space.
Yeah.
Because it was very much, they were sort of like jet-powered carts and things like that, and they looked like a load of hobos from a Western movie.
Yes. Well, this is another thing that I've heard Clive Ball banging on about. But the thing is, Neil, I've got to get through 3 series of Galactica yet. Don't give me anything else to track down.
It's worth it. The 3 series of Galactica really is worth it, though.
I'm doing it, definitely.
Do that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, bearskin hats. That's one of my absolute pet hates.
I didn't know they were made of real bearskin.
They are. And there's something else. You might not have heard this, but recently all the guards trialled an artificial bearskin.
Oh, yes.
But they didn't like it.
Why not?
Well, they said it didn't look as good as or feel like the real one.
Now, the reason I know that it was real bear, I found out respect, because yesterday there was a display by or a protest by PETA, ethical treatment of animals, whatever.
Right.
And this is how they protested against the bearskin hats that the Queen's Guards wear, whatever they're called. Is about 50 really fit women went and stood naked in front of all of these guards, and on their back was written, fake bear, not real bear, or something like that.
That sounds like Petty, yeah.
But surely all the guards are just going to go, "Cool," and they're just going to look at that, because I saw the picture, and they were well fit.
Yeah, but it got in the newspaper, didn't it?
Well, yeah, but I bet all the soldiers went back to the barracks, wherever it is, and sort of just went. Yeah, I'm sure, you know.
But I don't mind if they did, as long as it gets it across the fact that the guards are going to buy new bear skins and have a load of bears killed for it.
Neil, listen, thank you very much for that. I've got to go.
Cheers, Ian.
Cheers, fella. There we go. I don't recommend any more programmes that I should watch, because I've got Battlestar Galactica. I've still got Millennium to watch. I've still got Northern Exposure to watch on DVD. Oh man, I've got too much. Anyway, it's the last 30. Hello, Jean.
Hello, Ian.
Come to you after the news.
All right.
Yeah, Gavin.
Yeah.
I'll come to you after the news, if that's all right.
I suppose so.
Well, unless you can do it in 10 seconds.
No.
OK, good lad. Right. 0870 9090 973. No one's phoned in to confirm that Led Zeppelin are getting back together. That's got to be nonsense, hasn't it? They wouldn't. More of your calls after the latest LBC News. Hang on.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
It's 9:30. I'm Jim Diamond. A coach driver's been arrested on suspicion of drink driving following a crash on the M1 in Buckinghamshire. 30 people are injured, 6 seriously. The bus toppled over as it entered Newport Pagnell services just after 4 o'clock. It was travelling from Birmingham to Stansted Airport. Commuters in London are looking for alternative routes tonight as a 3-day tube strike is well underway. Only 3 lines are still open, but they're extremely crowded. Members of the RMT union, who work for collapsed maintenance firm Metronet, are taking the action over concerns over pensions and jobs. Boris Johnson says he'll scrap bendy buses if he's elected mayor. He's also revealed he'll keep the congestion charge. The Henley MP's outlined his priorities for London at County Hall as he seeks the Conservative nomination for mayor. Amy Winehouse is back in London after a Caribbean break, but there are doubts whether she'll turn up at the Mercury Awards at Grosvenor House tomorrow. The troubled singer is nominated for a prize, but has cancelled a string of performances lately. The travel news for you. One lane's closed on the North Circular eastbound because of repair works just after the Neaston interchange, and of course there are problems on the tube. And the weather for London, clear skies with a low of 10 degrees. Right now we have 17 degrees in Clerkenwell. You're with LBC, it's 9:31.
Time is like money. Any that you have spare is very precious. So why don't you invest some of your time in something really worthwhile? GlaxoSmithKline are looking for volunteers to take part in medical trials at Clinical Imaging Centre London. In return, you'll be compensated for your time and inconvenience. So if you're healthy and aged between 18 and 60, then call us today on 0800 707 6068. That's 0800 707 6068. And find out how you can invest in the future. Help us help people to do more, feel better, live longer.
Oh, Chris, this is a new thing we do as well. Keep the microphone up. And it annoys Digital Spy madly.
Yes. 970
Oh, I want to go. Go on, do it. Me and Alex love it. And the freaks on Digital Spy get so annoyed. Go on. Do what? Was that it? No, you do it like this. It's like playing a theremin. Go on, have another go.
Why is mine not as powerful as yours?
Turn your headphones up really loud. Turn your headphones up, Max. James Max. Turn your headphones up, James Max. Go on. Isn't it? Oh, all right.
Oh.
Isn't that the most fun you can have?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And the DS foamers get so upset by it. Gavin!
Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
You're very, very excellent.
Oh, thank you. David Copperfield.
Yes.
It was in the papers this week. I read it somewhere randomly. Maybe a paper, maybe not. Disappearing trains.
Yes.
The whole studio audience is in on it.
Oh, no, really?
I know that ruins it.
Yeah.
They've like the stage that he's presenting it on.
Yeah.
And they have the camera fixed to the stage. And the whole audience are also in their little seating fixed to the stage.
Right.
And they draw the curtain across when it comes time to disappear it.
Yeah.
Does his mumbo-jumbo and his talk for, a minute, 30 seconds. And as they're doing that, the whole platform, that the stage and the curtains and the camera and Mr. Copperfield and all the audience just moves very, very slowly to the side.
Now, I'm going to stop you there, because what you're explaining is how I think he made the Statue of Liberty disappear. That was how that trick was explained to me, that they just moved the angle slightly, so you're not looking where you were looking. But the train, on the clip we saw, everyone is standing around the train in a circle holding hands.
Right, okay.
But I think you're describing how he got rid of the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, maybe it was. I knew I'd seen something really weird about the ugly bloke.
It does. He's a weird-looking fella. There's a brilliant... I urge everyone to go and type David Copperfield train on YouTube and have a look. 'Cause there's a brilliant bit where he's doing the trick and he puts the... Chris is doing it now. He puts the blanket, or whatever it is, the blanket, over the train. And then he comes and stands away from everyone, right in front of the camera, and he sort of spreads his legs... And he parts his arms, then his right arm, he sort of pushes down to his left knee, and then pulls it back as though he's pulling back a weight, and sort of just goes into this weird sort of archer pose. It's the weirdest thing ever, but brilliant.
I sometimes get that when I twinge my back, though. It does really help.
Yeah, but it does look like he's put something out.
Do you know about his doorbell as well? Have you seen that?
Have I seen David Copperfield's doorbell?
The doorbell for his house, it's shaped like a lady's naughty bits.
No, it's not.
Seriously.
No, it's not.
It's just the middle of it and ding dong.
No, all right, hang on a minute. I'm going to go onto Google. David Copperfield's doorbell. I can't spell doorbell. Doorbell. Let's try it. Let's try it. Images. David...
It's a big brass breast.
Do the web. Do the web. Oh, yeah, do the web. Thank you, Chris. No, there's no picture of it.
Maybe do his house.
David...
It's definitely... Because he's a weird fellow, isn't he?
Yeah, Copperfield house. Welcome to David Copperfield's House of Beer.
No.
Let's do David Copperfield Magic. Now, you're talking out of your bum.
I'm so not. I'm nearly home, so I'm going to... I'll do my own little search and I'll find you the page.
All right, please do. Thank you, sir.
And I've managed to drive so far 3 miles with a banana on my bonnet.
Gavin, I'm going to ask no more questions. I don't want to know how you do that, sir. It's Jean.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Jean.
How are you?
Excellent, thank you.
You had a quick weekend?
It was some ups and downs.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yes.
How's Dylan?
Dylan's excellent, yeah.
So when you see him next, then?
I don't know, but I've bought him a little present, so that I've got the present to give him.
Oh, have you? Is it his birthday?
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's just a present for him.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And, that, Tapao songs, it was Heart and Soul, weren't it?
That Heart and Soul was another... Well, it was the one, yes, that was the one.
Because she was on the radio last night, that Carol Decker.
What was she banging on about now?
She was on Indulgence on Magic, where they choose their favourite song.
I will be honest with you, I do quite fancy her.
Oh, do you, Ian?
Oh, she's got a fine shape about her. A fine shape. Oh, you... So, I was once a hideous do where I was... it was awful. It was in my dark days, and I was hosting a charity... Get this, there are so many words, I'm going to count the words that are wrong in this sentence. Have I got a bell? Hang on a minute. I'm going to ring a bell every time I count a word. Okay. So, I was hosting a charity... Oh, no, that's not a bell, is it? Hang on. Okay, that's it. So, I was hosting a charity auction in a nightclub in Essex with Jade Goody and Faye Tozer from Steps.
Yeah.
And Carol Decker was there, and I spent a lot of the evening very drunk, just sat behind Carol Decker, just staring at her bum. Just staring at it and thinking, wow.
Oh, you like her?
I do like her, yes.
Oh, what do you like about her, Ian?
Well, the thing I spent a long time... Hang on, let's go. Line 1, yes?
I think Jean is Mike Mendoza.
Who's that nutter?
Pretend you don't know.
Excuse me, you blood... Oh, sorry, Ian, I nearly swore there.
Mike Mendoza's a rubbish DJ on another station. Are you him?
Nutter. Am I him?
Oh, okay.
Who is that bloke, Ian?
Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, God. Yes, James, could you do that for me, please, my love? That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, Jean, what can I do for thee?
As I was saying, who is that bloke that said that he thinks I'm Mike Mendoza?
I don't know. He's a mysterious voice that just calls in.
Weirdo, no?
He's a weirdo, yeah.
David Copperfield weird.
He is weird, isn't he? Everyone's weird.
How did she marry him? What possessed her to marry him?
The fact that he's a millionaire and he can make his wand disappear at will.
Yeah, you're right, Ian.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling, Jean.
Thanks, Ian.
Bye. Yes, and were you here when I discovered that trick, Chris?
What's the trick?
The trick is, when Jean's talking, I can say, well, thanks for calling, and she puts the phone down.
That's like an illusion.
It's an illusion, yeah. What do you want?
Yeah, you fish.
Yeah, go away.
On Friday I'm coming.
Okay, well, I'm not in on Friday.
What time?
I'm not in all the time on Friday.
What time's I come?
Well, whenever, because I'm not here. Nick Abbott is.
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Okay, well done. Let's see how you get on with Nick Abbott.
What about Ian?
What about Ian?
Where's Ian?
What?
Where are you?
I'm here.
No, on Friday.
I'm in Kent. You want to come?
To do what?
Bit of acting? Chris?
Try the Jean trick on him.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for calling. Yeah, it's not working, is it?
Fish. Thank you for answering.
Bye, then.
Hello.
Yeah,
When am I coming in?
No, I'm going to cut you off now because you're weird.
No.
Yeah. John.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You wanted to know about a VCR with a Mac?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, you can.
Can you? Easily?
You've got to get an adapter
Okay.
because, like my Mac has a video output,
Right.
and you use an Apple VGA display adapter,
Okay.
and you get it from the Apple store, and you can connect, let's see, a television, VCR, or other video device that uses a 5 video or composited video.
John, is the Mac any good? And be honest with me. Don't give me no BS. Be honest with
Well,
me.
I've got both a Mac and a PC.
Yeah.
I use the PC for documentation because I find it easier.
Okay.
But the Mac is very user-friendly.
Okay. I'm thinking about it. John, listen, thank you for that. Well, that's cleared that problem up.
But you can certainly use one.
Excellent. Cheers for that, John. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. What a nice fellow. 0870 90 90 973. The last 20 minutes of the show. Clive Ball's on at 10. Luke.
You right there, Ian?
Yes, I'm fine, I think.
All right, I've just got an inquiry about your YouTube account.
Oh, yes.
First of all, is it your account?
YouTube.com/The Real Ian Lee.
Yeah, it's you.
It is me, yes.
Yeah, I've just been watching your videos of you phoning into the quiz show.
Oh, and is it Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, is it Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah.
And I've just read some of the comments and a little message at the end of your video saying that the presenter died.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just wondering if you knew how he died.
He didn't really die.
He didn't?
He didn't really know.
Oh, right.
He's fine, and as far as I know, alive and well, and very happy.
Oh, well, that's very... But yeah, one more thing.
Yes.
Tomorrow, I'd like to call up and be a correspondent for the London Underground.
Oh, man, definitely. We'd love you to.
Depending on how peeved off I get with the strikes and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, tomorrow, I was going to go see my girlfriend who lives in South London. I live in the East.
Yeah.
And, I usually leave hers at 10:30 to get back home on the tubes.
Yeah.
But it looks like tomorrow I won't be able to see him.
When does the strike end? It's kind of gone past me, this whole strike thing.
Well, I heard it's 72 hours, but I've heard from a few different sources that it's going to be until Friday.
Oh, man. Well, I don't need the tube. I'm going into town Wednesday, but I can drive, and I'm going into town Thursday. That's annoying. Well, yeah, definitely, man. Call us up and vent your frustration via a correspondent update.
All right, will do, mate.
Cheers, Luke. Thank you for that.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. We are doing correspondent updates all this week. If you don't know what a correspondent update is the old list still on the RBC website, or did that get taken down?
I took it down.
Why? That's an historical document. That's like the Magna Carta or the Dead Sea Scrolls. That's important historical documentation.
It's because we had new stuff to replace it.
Oh, nice one. Tony.
That's Toby, if that's me.
Oh, Toby, sorry, yes.
That's all right. I just found about the Daily Copperfield.
Yes.
I can't help with the trick. That's for him to know. That's his secrets, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the whole thing.
Yes.
But I did notice that he couldn't magic up any new music. Do you remember the young Sherlock Holmes in the Pyramid of Fear?
I'm aware of it. Yeah, it rings a bell.
That film that the BBC got all of a fuss about one Christmas, and they showed it because they thought it was too violent.
Oh yeah.
The Spielberg thing, and that's the music he's using.
So you're saying David Copperfield has stolen the theme tune from young Sherlock Holmes?
I'm not saying he's stolen it. I'm suggesting he's paid for it.
Oh, okay, right, yes, yeah.
But you know, it's an Orient Express. It's a kind of a very, and it's got an Egyptian theme behind it. And I didn't understand, David's reasoning. That's really all. I can't help with the trick, as I say. That's just what he does. I mean, do you like Copperfield?
I don't know why you're making me laugh, but you are. You're very you're very funny. Do I like Copperfield? I do quite. I mean, once you get past the fact he's looks weird and he's all American and schmaltzy.
Oh yeah, I mean that's good. That's good hair. Certainly, that's worth a ticket price. I'd say.
I think he's good. Yes.
I tell you what, also good is the video when you look up the Orient Express one on YouTube.
Yeah.
The one underneath it has David Copperfield -levitation.
Yeah.
And then in brackets, and now they're impressed. It's got actually flying, which I think that person has been. They're convinced. That's brilliant, isn't it? For them, that's just actually flying. There's no mystery there. It's just doing some flying, which is brilliant for him, isn't it? I mean, I don't want to just talk. I wanted you to talk back as well.
I don't know why I'm finding you so funny, but you're entertaining me very much, Toby. Thank you.
Well, that's fine. Well, I hope, I don't know if that helps anything, but certainly if Barry Levinson wants his music back, that's where it's being kept at the moment.
Toby, would you give us a call at some other point in the future?
Oh, I'd love to.
All right, thank you, mate.
All right,
bye-bye.
Take care.
He's suddenly become my favourite caller. I don't know why I was laughing.
Can you, give us a call, after the travel?
Yeah, Toby, give us a call back after the travel with something else, if you'd be so kind. Thank you. Speaking of the travel, here it is Will.
Thanks very much, Ian. Because of the tube strike, 9 out of the 12 lines are totally suspended. Services are not expected to return to normal until at least Friday morning. The Piccadilly line is part suspended as well. In fact, it's been extended. It's part suspended between Hyde Park Corner through to Uxbridge Station for the duration of the strike as well, just because part of that line is owned by or controlled by Metronet. The Jubilee and Northern line shouldn't be affected at all. However, there are likely to be some delays and overcrowding as well to look out for. Docklands Light Railway, that's running a normal service, as are National Rail train service as well. They're unaffected. Full details can be found on the travel pages of the website. That's lbc.co.uk. On the roads, one lane closed off with an accident on the M25 heading anti-clockwise just after Watford at junction 19. Also a lane closed on the North Circular Road eastbound for repair works just after the Neasden interchange. And Greenwich South Street is closed heading eastbound because of water main work between Greenwich High Road and the junction with Royal Hill. And in Bloomsbury, Southampton Row is closed southbound for resurfacing. That's near to the junction with Guildford Street. LBC 97.3, more travel news coming up throughout the night.
Next time you're out shopping and get caught out in a downpour, remember you can check out the latest weather on your mobile phone. Just call 0901 723 6666 and choose weather. Weather.
We've still got some further bursts of showery rain.
You can also select to hear news and travel updates.
Store 0901 723 6666 into your mobile now and stay in touch with LBC wherever you are, whatever you're doing.
Calls cost 35 pence per minute from a BT landline. Other networks and mobile rates may vary.
News, weather and travel on the go from LBC.
Someone just take...
Oh, it's a red car!
Today's main story. The Ford Focus E-Tech Climate with Sony CD player, MP3 connector socket, Bluetooth voice control and 17-inch alloys. All for only $12,995. You can see it
on the road with singer-songwriter Ben Griffith.
Sitting on my own here, I'm thinking of...
Join Ben for his first UK tour, visiting...
the north moving down through the south, with brief spells of occasional...
Ford. Feel the difference.
In the heart of London, there's a small piece of Scotland, at least for a couple of days. LBC 97.3 introduces the London Gathering, a celebration of the best of Scotland. There'll be music and stars of fashion, literature, Scottish cuisine, and of course a wee dram or two. It's taking place on Saturday the 8th and Sunday the 9th of September at the beautiful Inner Temple Gardens. It's a festival like no other. See lbc.co.uk for tickets. The London Gathering with LBC 97.3.
Wow.
LBC 97.3. Iain Lee's Good Evening. Call 0870.
Oh, I've seen this one. He pretends it goes wrong or something, doesn't he? And he gets cut in half.
No. That's the death saw.
Oh, okay, the death saw.
This is the laser.
So describe this trick, Chris, and then tell London what you plan to do.
Well, this laser, he's standing on this platform. This laser passes through him and cuts him in half.
Right.
And then he basically moves his top half of his body off his bottom half of his body.
Right.
So he kind of...
We're watching this on the YouTube, so we're going to see this.
Separated from his legs.
Right, okay, so he's had himself cut in half with a laser.
Look at that!
Oh, look at that!
Yeah, I know. This is genius.
Oh, look at that!
So he's got his, blanket.
But you know how to do this trick.
I've worked out how he does it.
Okay, so you're going to get a laser from where?
All right, I'll just pretend I got cut in half before...
Okay, and you're going to get two fit girls dressed entirely in black catsuits from where?
No, I'll just get Andy and Lady Alex to hold the blanket.
Right. So how does he do the trick, then?
He's not actually in his trousers. Look at that!
How does he do that? How does he do that, then? How did he do that? How did he do that bit?
Because that shirt is longer than it appears.
What do you mean that shirt is longer?
He's not in those trousers. Oh. Look, hang on, wait, you haven't seen the best bit.
Hang on. So that bit is what... Right, that... You know how he does that bit, do you?
Yes, I do.
But how... You can't even lean at that angle. If you want to see what we're talking about, London, please go to YouTube and type in David Copperfield laser illusion.
He's now floating above the blanket that they're holding in front of him.
Yeah.
And his legs are not there. His body has floated...
I'm going to post a comment.
What are you going to post?
Hang on a minute, let me just type in...
what, that you're jealous?
My login. Hang on a minute. Okay.
Oh, you haven't seen the best bit?
We'll get to the best bit in a minute. I'm going to post a comment. Hang on. What's my username? The real Iain Lee. What's my... Oh, I put a space there and I shouldn't. What's my password? It could be... Is that it? Could be one of several I've got so many passwords on the internet. That's not that one. Right, let's try this one.
Don't you just keep the same password for everything?
No, I don't. I don't trust anyone.
What? Not even YouTube?
No, let's try this one. Let's have a little look. See.
Oh, we got a call from Liverpool.
Okay, it could be a radio station. Is it? Is it a real person? I'm going to post a comment. Post a text comment. Comment. That's my comment, Chris.
That's not fair. Can you write that on YouTube? I think they're going to shut down your account.
We'll find out. How long does it take for the comments to get posted up there? Because that's what I think it is, though. That's what I wouldn't have written that if I didn't think that that's what that was. Oh, no, it's up there.
Immediately, then.
Immediately. Yeah, well, if you want to see what I've written, go to youtube.com and type in David Copperfield laser. Okay, so what's the best
hang
bit?
Hang on.
He's getting his
go back a bit, go back a bit.
He's getting his dinkle out.
Go back a bit. That's it. Down this bit.
Okay, well, so we're watching this. So, okay.
So they're holding the blanket in front of him.
You can't even lean at that angle, though.
You can. Ready? Watch this.
Okay, well done.
Blanket's gone.
His eyes are going to come out.
No.
He's going to stop time.
No. Keep watching.
He's going to take his trousers off.
Ready? Look at that!
Oh,
look at that.
But how does he do that?
I'm going to perform that trick for you.
You're going to take your body off of your trousers and sit on a chair while your legs a few feet away do a little tap dance for you.
I'm going to make that trick, yeah. I've worked out I can do it for about 12 quid. Look at that.
He's carrying himself. How does he do it? All right, brilliant. Well, when are you going to do that for us? Tomorrow?
No, I've got to build it first.
Well, I stand by my statement there. Everyone go to that page. It's on Layla McManus's page and post comments. And for the next 5 minutes, we'll keep looking at the comments. David Copperfield, Laser Illusion on YouTube. I'll keep refreshing it and see if anyone posts any comments that agree with me. Philip, you must love the YouTube.
I occasionally have a look at it, when I'm in the library, but you're talking about this magic. Isn't Steve Allen something to do with the magic circle?
Oh, hang on a second. Look, the comments are there already. Someone has agreed with me. It is indeed... let's see. So I've just written the comment on there saying that... hang on a second. How does this work? That this is... and someone has written, it is indeed, but... Ian Lee's going to comment. Pradeep, you are... I agree, Ian. Good evening. Hi, Ian Lee. I love Ian Lee. I love Ian Lee. Let's see if... well, that's got a fast response there. Let's just see if anyone else is... is he to do with the magic circle?
Well, he often talks about it, and I think he's on the perimeter of it. He's definitely into magic.
By the way, we are gonna video Chris doing that and put that up on the website.
I should imagine that'd be fantastic.
We are going to film Chris and put that up on the website. Him doing that trick.
Everybody will want to see that.
So, Chris, let me know when you're going to do it, and I'll bring my camera in. Okay, I'll do that. Anyway, Philip, what can I do for them?
Well, actually, the reason I rang, just a couple of women stopped me in the street the other day. They thought I was the real Gene.
Really?
Well, I did. You asked me to do Gene the other night.
Oh, and that's right. Yes, Philip did Gene live on the air the other night.
I said no. They said, "Well, you sounded like." I said, "I didn't sound anything like her."
Well, you did a very good impression.
Yeah, just on the corner, you got running out of time. Yeah. You talk about Russ Abbott.
Yeah.
Because his greatest song was the theme he had for his show. Do you remember what that was?
Everybody have a madhouse. Russ's madhouse. If only we could listen to all of that, I'm afraid we have to go to the adverts.
Look around you. How many of the people around you right now could become ill at any time? At GlaxoSmithKline, we undertake medical research to develop new drugs for today and tomorrow. We just need you to help us with our clinical trials at our research unit at Clinical Imaging Centre London. You'll be paid for your time and commitment if you take part in a study. So, if you're healthy and aged between 18 and 60, then call us today on 0800 707 6068. That's 0800 707 6068. Help us help people to do more, feel better, live longer.
Iain Lee's Good Evening.
Steve Allen has a magic... I can't read that. Lanky Scarecrow to... I love Ian Lee, I want him to impregnate me. If you look at one video, you can see someone else doing... Baba. What? Right, yes, Andy!
Hello, mate, how are you, bud?
I'm excellent, thank you.
Did you get to see your film on Saturday night?
Did I get to what?
Did you get to see your movie on Saturday night?
What was I going to watch on Saturday night?
The movie where the aircraft carrier back in the tank to Pearl Harbor?
Oh, no, I didn't. They've not sent me that one yet.
It was on ITV1.
You are joking!
I am not.
Oh, the time travel film. I'm waiting for Blockbusters to send me. And it was you're nodding. You knew it was on. Why didn't you text me?
No, because Andy just told me.
Oh, yes, Andy.
The movie was awesome.
Oh, for God's sakes! I can't believe I missed it. Why didn't you phone me, Andy?
Well, I haven't got your phone number to phone you.
So that's not a good excuse.
Ian, I just seen it by accident because I just turned it on the ITV. ITV1, yeah?
Yes.
See what movies were coming on, and it just started.
Well, no, I missed it, and Blockbuster, I've ordered it from Blockbuster 2 months ago. They've still not sent it to me.
Well, Ian, to tell you now, mate, for an old movie, it's brilliant.
Andy, thanks for rubbing my face in it. If you missed the show today, it sounded like this.
Evening, Ian, and welcome back, Chris.
It's odd that you've been away the same time that Agent Chris has been away.
I never took him with me.
But did he take you?
I can really empathise with that.
A turtle bummer. What?
You can feel the knickers getting into a twist.
Yeah, he died having a poo.
I'm from the flat upstairs. Can you keep the noise down?
It is the most exciting, intellectual, vaguely spiritual, but not in a horrible crystal type way, sci-fi show I have ever seen. It is brilliant. OK, I'm talking to an idiot, aren't I?
Yeah.
You can't define a word or understand what a word means by using other words that you don't understand what they mean. That's obvious, isn't it? Factually exciting, interesting and erotic at the same time. Turns out, being a producer, all you have to do is answer the phone. All you have to do is go, LBC, what would you like to say to the real Yasser? OK, if we've got time, I'll call you back. What else do you do as a producer? What else?
There's stuff down in the office I do.
Like what? Nothing. I did it. I can produce a show. I produced a radio show.
And I've managed to drive so far 3 miles with a banana on my bonnet.
Type in Gemma Atkinson bike. That sounds I want someone who knows what they're talking about. Thank you for that, Andy. Yes, Line 1, what do you want?
Hello?
Oh. Yes?
Yeah, so, I'm calling up to be the correspondent.
Well, we've run out of time.
What do you mean you run out of time?
Well, the show's about to end in 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's just your pathetic attempt to do your old style show like you done back in the days.
I didn't understand a word of that because you spoke like a muppet with your mouth full of bread.
Yeah, well, what I was trying to say is that you're...
Yeah, cut him off. I haven't got time for that. Right, Chris, good to have you back. Andy, thank you very much for that. Clive Ball's up next. I'm back tomorrow at 7. Is there anything else I need to say? No, that'll do. Thanks very much. Good night.
On 97.3
DAB
and online.
London's biggest conversation. LBC.
At 10, man murdered in Kennington. Travel chaos continues on the tube. And are you the Euro Millions big winner? It's 10 o'clock. I'm Jim Diamond.